It is a great honor having you beating random people.
Podcast.
Especially the helpless man you just hit. Welcome
To the Fools Podcast.
Welcome to the Fools Podcast. I watched every movie with Spider-Man in it.
Nah, that's impossible.
Every live-action movie with Spider-Man in it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It was great. Spider-Man 1, fucking amazing. There is
Sam Raimi.
From the trilogies. Sam Raimi trilogy. The first movie does have some weird cuts where, like, shit just happens and it just fades to black and the next, now we're somewhere else.
It's because it's way comic booky.
Yeah.
Like, it's like...
kind of like page flip, kind of?
Yeah.
It's like that. But, man, performances all around. Everyone's great. Fucking Macho Man, Randy Savage is there. His name is Bonesaw
MVP,
McGraw.
though.
His name is Bonesaw McGraw. And remember how
sorry.
I was talking about how cool it is to see a wrestler do their finishing move in wrestling? In movies, I mean.
Well, I mean, Bonesaw was ready.
Bonesaw does, right? The first clip of him is him doing his finishing move, the flying elbow.
That random person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, when he walks in and
right
shit?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's amazing. And the end, if you're a wrestling fan, the ending doesn't make sense to that match.
No.
Spider-Man kind of just like kicks him and then
Says some homophobic things and...
yeah. But besides, it's just really cool. And then the
They really should show...
Bruce Campbell reference. Cameo. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, whatever. Never mind. I was going to say Spider-Man should have just, like, wrestled a little bit more. But, I mean, it's a great scene. It doesn't matter.
It's a great scene. It was weird when he had the chair and Spider-Man was on the floor and he runs at him and he just kicks him. Because in wrestling there's a thing called a squash match. Whereas you want to make someone look really strong, you have them just completely manhandle someone, and then instead of pinning them, like usually the pins like you have your body over them and shit. In a squash match, to show that you really just don't give a fuck, you kind of just put like 1 foot over them or something, and that way you're disrespecting them even more. I'm like, wow, they could have, if they were gonna make it a squash match, they could have showed Spider-Man pinning him and shit, with like
That would be
1 foot.
funny too. Squash match with a
Spider-Man, yeah. But nonetheless, it's still cool that they had that.
You can always do that too with like any type of movie, like try to improve what's already been done, because like that's just the easiest thing to do.
You know what I would do? If I was
some posters up of Bonesaw and like some other wrestlers in Spider-Man's room to kind of put some background.
Kind of that sounds amazing. But also, if I was writing my own Spider-Man comic book, I would turn Bonesaw McGraw into an actual villain. He'd be like, oh, this Spider-Man just beat me. I want revenge, and he becomes like an evil villain.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
That sounds like Star Wars Legends, the random background characters, like Luke's hand, or even more less so the guy who had like the ice cream maker from Cloud City, who ran. They gave him his own like little backstory.
That's cool. They give backstories to everyone in Star Wars.
Yeah, like everyone. Like
there's a little droid in the lineup of episode 4 where when Owen's choosing the droid, and they said that that droid had the Force, and it convinced he exploded himself that way Owen could pick fucking R2-D2.
Yeah. That's so funny, dog.
Yeah, it's fucking
He's
hilarious.
like, no, he's gonna choose me.
Well, now it's all EU though, so
yeah. It's funny though.
It's funny.
It's like they just literally go through all their old movies and fucking like, who's that guy? I'll tell you who that guy is.
That's Lombard.
This is the guy in the bar in the far back in the corner. I'll tell you who he is.
Oh, that guy? Oh man, this scumbag.
like when in Robot Chicken when they turn that guy who gets his arm cut off.
Oh yeah, they gave him like his backstory. He's an artist.
He's an artist, yeah.
And he gets his arm cut off.
Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, man, Green Goblin's amazing. He's my favorite Spider-Man bad guy.
Nah.
Yeah, well, that's mine.
No.
It's my favorite.
I'm deciding for you.
No, doesn't accept it.
Who do you think my favorite Spider-Man bad guy should be?
Oh shit. I'm trying to think of like a...
I
was trying to think of a D-list villain for... Hammerhead.
Hammerhead?
Yeah, Hammerhead's your
Werewolf?
favorite.
Angel, yours is Venom, right?
Like the villain of all time?
Yeah.
Nah, Angel's is...
I know you would say that.
J. Jonah Jameson Jr.
So who's your favorite bad guy from Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery?
Like, fuck, it's kind of hard because like I was telling you the last time, like it can be Rhino.
Yeah.
Nah, it's Silver Saber.
It'd be Scorpion, Kraven.
Silver Sable?
Mm-hmm.
Kraven,
Nice.
it could be Kraven.
No, for
Kraven's
Angel.
dope.
I'm deciding
Yeah.
Angels.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what was the other? What'd you say?
You said
Yours
Silver
is Silver
Sable?
Sable.
Oh no. Shocker. Fucking-
Shocker.
Craven's cool, man. I like Craven.
Kraven's fucking badass.
I'm craving something.
Me too. I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah.
I'm thirsty more.
But I watched Spider-Man 2, and people say that's the best Spider-Man movie, and it was really good.
I believe it. I believe that'll be a great consensus.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, it really does hit all the boxes. But Spider-Man 3, man.
Spider-Man 1, Green Goblin's super quotable. He really is. And then you can even quote Peter, too, when he's like I had to fight an old lady to get these cranberries.
Yeah, I had to beat an old lady with a stick to get these cranberries. Yeah.
I like Goblin's stuff a lot. When he catches the punch, impressive.
Yeah, no, when they're on the roof and he's like to the back of Spider-Man's head. Oh, that's so good.
He's like, me and you, we got a lot in common.
We got a lot in common.
For all that you do for them, eventually they will hate you. Shit like that, man.
So
One of my favorite lines that he delivers is when they're the final fight scene, how like gritty it is and how the bomb blew up half of his mask for Spider-Man, and he's all like, misery, misery, misery is what you've chosen. I offered you friendship and you spat in my face. And then when he's like telling him, he's like really fucking him up, and like there's this part where Spider-Man goes, huh! Like there's like a brief second he's like, huh! You hear him gasp because he's getting his ass kicked, and Goblin's in his face, and like the yellow shield on his eyes.
See it.
Yeah, you see his eyes now. You see his mouth.
Yeah.
And his teeth are pretty sharp, just regularly, right? And he's all like,
"Oh, he wore I think he wore something."
Oh yeah.
For Spider-Man, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so he tells.
Oh no! What they did was when he was Norman Osborn, they gave him his better teeth.
Pronounced canine teeth or something?
No, actual just make it look like normal teeth.
Oh, okay.
But then, like obviously, like when he takes it off, they're imperfect teeth like everyone has. And anytime he's in the Goblin suit, he has the imperfect teeth.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's like visual like things telling you like, oh, he's a monster now.
That's tight.
Like
that's the thing about these Sam Raimi movies, man. Every bad guy is like a fucking full-on monster. It's amazing. And that's kudos to Sam Raimi for being a horror director. Yeah. And you can even see the nods to horror too.
Fucking Doctor
Octopus.
The fucking
scene?
Oh my god. The
chainsaw. I like when Green Goblin.
There's a chainsaw in there.
I like when Green Goblin pulls Peter close and he's like, "You're so selfish. When I was gonna kill Mary Jane, I was gonna do it quick and painless. Now I'm gonna take it nice and slow." I was like, "Oh shit,
villain, dog."
Yeah, a fucking villain, bro.
He's a villain.
Yeah, and Doc Ock's great when his fucking.
He's that type of villain that like, fucking Red Hood is like, no, you gotta kill him. We gotta put one right between the eyes.
It's not even him, really.
I like when Doc Ock has Aunt May, and he's like, hand her over. He's like, he's handing her over. I was like, well, I haven't seen the movie in years, so I'm like, well, he's really handing her over. Butterfingers. His body language too. Butterfingers. It's great. Yeah.
It's funny because he could have body language because his tentacles are doing everything else.
Yeah. And dude, they're actually like throwing hands at each other. They're punching each other. The train sequence is amazing. That's like one of the best scenes of all superhero movies that people say. And I agree, man. This shit's great. Like when he's finally trying to stop the train, doing the webs, and the conductor's like, "You got any other bright ideas?" And he's like, "Yeah, a few." And he does more.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's because he puts his feet on.
He puts his feet down, and he's like,
He gets back up.
I know he gets back up, yeah.
And so he does the webs, and bro, like when he was fucking holding that shit.
Can we just like say everything that's happened to this point though? Like this guy like got in a fight on top of the train, got thrown into a train.
Yeah.
A fucking high speed train hit him. He went straight back on top and kept throwing hands. Went to the front of this train to save these people, had his fucking feet knock out like fucking like hundreds of those fucking wooden
panels,
like fucking railroad tracks. Comes back up. What can I do? And like just like continues to fucking like abuse his body, you know. I'm surprised all he has is back pain.
Seeing his suit rip apart from like the intensity.
Yeah, his fucking muscles fucking being flexed and shit. That shit's hot as fuck.
Veins popping out.
It was great, dude. It was honestly a great scene, and I was like, so much appreciation for it. And then we got our Joey Coco Diaz cameo. It wasn't a cameo at the time.
Give him some air.
Now it is.
Back up. He's a hero.
He's all like, you want to get to him? You gotta go.
Hey, you want to get to him? You gotta get through us. Yeah, we knocked, baby. We New Yorkers.
Yeah, man. Oh, another thing which you know
I like how they did it in 1 and 2.
what? Yeah, the whole, yeah, they did a good job with it, man.
Yeah,
they really
in
did.
The first one, it's like, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Grigon was like, trash!
Yeah. And this one, Octavia's just like, get the fuck out the way.
A tin can.
Man, so Spider-Man 3 is my favorite Spider-Man movie. That shit is amazing. Like,
No, the Amazing Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield. He's amazing.
He's amazing.
he's amazing.
He's amazing.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
But go on and say your frivolous thoughts of Spider-Man 3.
So as I'm watching Spider-Man 1 and 2, right, I keep getting, whenever Peter and Harry are talking to each other, I keep thinking about Spider-Man 3 and my eyes start to get a little watery. I'm like, oh shit. So, you know, Spider-Man 3 kicks off. It's great. Peter and MJ chilling. You know, MJ
It's pretty good in these first scenes.
in these first 2 movies, she's great. You know, I really like her. I didn't realize how great of a fucking character and actor she was until I rewatched these movies as an adult. I'm like, damn, why was I hating on her? But, you know, Spider-Man 3, she has her issues, and you know, I feel like they're both at fault at the end of the day. But
Oh yeah, well, it's because Peter doesn't know.
yeah, he doesn't
You
know.
know?
And
It was during a time where therapy's not a thing.
and MJ's being like super self-centered and selfish and shit. You know, I mean, yeah, she got fired, and all this bad shit's happening to her, and like she wants to talk it out with Peter, right? Or what do you call it when you say all your problems to someone?
Vent?
She wants to vent
Yeah,
to
she wants to
Peter.
vent to him without being told. What was that? They had a whole episode on fucking Parks and Recreation with Rob Lowe and what's her name, and where he always
Rashida Jones.
Yeah, Rashida
Oh,
Jones.
yeah.
Where he always fixes her problems. She's like, I just want to tell you the problems.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you the problems and be mad about it. Like I don't, because that's how women are.
Casual sexist comment.
They don't want to look for the answer.
Disclaimer, these jokes are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So it's kind of frustrating seeing her get mad at Peter, but then she runs to Harry as if that's gonna be anything better, you know? And Harry's just basically doing the same thing Peter would have said, you know? Except Harry's not Spider-Man, so of course he's not gonna relate it to Spider-Man. Peter's just trying to relate to what he goes through as Spider-Man, which obviously he has a whole fucking city possibly hating on him because of J. Jonah Jameson, you know?
That's just Spidey, though. That's just
It's
life.
just the life,
It's
and
just the life of
you see it
Spidey.
in part 2. In part 2, he goes through so much shit, and the only reason why he drops the Spider-Man shtick is because he's losing his powers. So he's like, you know, fuck it. If I'm not gonna have my powers,
And he falls down into a dumpster and shit.
yeah,
My back!
that shit was funny.
My back!
Man, I really like how at the end of the first Spider-Man movie, when MJ confesses her love for him, I was kind of thinking, why do you love him? You don't really, because he told you some.
Because he saved you from fucking like them gang members.
She doesn't know that he's Spider-Man yet. I mean, she kind of when after, I think the funeral scene at the end when after they're done kissing and he walks away, she touches her lips as if
like, I know that kid.
yeah, I know that kiss, you know. But that's only
She
because
does that in the comics.
we didn't know if that was gonna be the second movie, you know, or if there was gonna be a second movie. But really,
Well,
all
Sam Raimi really just started the whole fucking comic book shit, and you want to have more comic book movies without him. Just like
so she
everyone's like, Iron Man started. It's like, how do you think Iron Man got made?
he started the MCU, the
Now, officially.
the modern superhero movie.
Now officially, yeah.
So
Spider-Man is the first MCU movie
MJ kind of just seems.
officially, because he's in the multiverse now. He's there.
Oh,
He's officially the first
oh
MCU
shit!
movie.
Technically, yeah.
Under technicalities.
So MJ kind of just sees Peter as like this dorky kid. She doesn't really like. She's not really that into him. But after the hospital scene, where he kind of like tells her what he tells Spider-Man about her, because of that, you know, she starts to kind of dig him. But does that really justify being in love with him by the end? You know, I don't really know.
I mean,
But-
they're both young too. They're both
Yeah.
straight out of high school, so
That's true too. Yeah. And you know, Harry's dad died and stuff like that, and Peter's uncle died and shit like that. So you know, that kind of just, and you get to see like kind of her backstory too. Like her father was a drunk and shit.
Yeah,
and her-
stable environment.
Yeah. I'm like, Dad,
She has to get like some shitty job so she could try to do what she actually wants to do.
because in part 3 when she tells him,
It's all good suffering, you know?
yeah, in part
All
3,
beautiful.
when she tells him like,
No.
I read this review and it feels like my father wrote it, and Peter doesn't really have anything to say to that. You know, I'm like, oh shit, okay. But in part 2, I really love how the relationship ends off in part 2 because Peter, I'm gonna call him Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire, his character, chooses to not be with her because he doesn't want her to get hurt, right? And he sticks to it. He doesn't fucking, he doesn't try and get with her. He doesn't fucking try and stalk her. It kind of just, you know, at the end of 2, MJ tells him, don't you think I should be responsible enough to make my own decisions? I want to be with you. And then she tells him, I think it's time someone saved your life. Dude, that shit hit hard. I was like, damn, this MJ is fucking good. She's great with that. And now, you know, they're a couple. So in the beginning of 3, they start off good, but then they start having some issues. And, you know, why Peter did the Gwen Stacy kiss, the MJ kiss on Gwen Stacy.
Oh my god.
It's like,
what
bro,
an idiot.
you're a fucking idiot, dude. Your literal crush,
girlfriend
girlfriend
you talked
slash-
to her 5 seconds ago.
yeah. Your literal girlfriend crush of all your life is standing in the fucking crowd. You really think it's a good idea to kiss this girl in that fashion? Never mind just kissing her in that fashion.
Well,
bro.
you know why he did it? In case he got arrested or some shit. He'd be like, I'm not fucking Spider-Man. Would Spider-Man kiss this girl in front of his girlfriend? No, that's stupid. It was for protection, MJ. You don't get it.
I didn't kiss it like I kissed.
And then he was gonna propose right after he did this.
Dude, for real.
Right after he made
was
out
not
with the
thinking.
girl.
He was not thinking. Shame on Toby's.
That was our kiss.
You know what
She
that
said
meant to
that,
me.
yeah.
No, okay, but check this out. She can't really be mad about that part, about him. She could be mad about kissing Gwen Stacy, right? Him kissing Gwen Stacy. But she can't be mad about him doing that kind of kiss because she did that same kiss to her fiance in the second movie.
Oh.
I did not know that.
I remember that, yeah.
And
she
that's-
did it when he was on the couch or
Yeah,
some
he was
shit,
on the couch,
And she
and-
was like, it's not the
That's why it
same.
means so much to her.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And he's like, wow, that was great. And she's just like, yeah, I want Peter.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, sure.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was a trip. I was like,
Damn.
damn.
Funko Power activate.
Hey, do you think like that standing up 69 should be called the Spider-Man 69?
Oh, Spider 9. Spider 9.
Because she's the one doing the Spider-Man thing though. Unless she's strong enough to hold you.
And then that's even kinkier.
And then you Spider-Man kiss her lips, but downstairs.
Oh, I see. Be back.
What the fuck? What are you gonna be back and do?
He wants to fuck on Shireen tonight. It's a reference to a Kendrick Lamar song. They're like, him and his homies are getting in a car, but then they're gonna split up for a while and they're gonna meet up back at nighttime. And so they're telling out the plan, and one of the guys go, we're gonna drop K-Dot off because I know he want to fuck on Shireen tonight. And then another guy goes, you know what, I might be like an hour late too because I might go get some pussy myself. And he's like, man, shut the fuck up, you ain't getting nothing.
What's that swinging by right there?
Another ass.
See you, chump.
Oh shit!
I'll be back.
He just swung on by and just left, just like that.
There
You
he
know?
goes.
He just has to spread his word somewhere else, I guess.
Yeah, man, the Harry versus Peter in the beginning was cool. We're seeing Peter in his casual clothes fighting.
Oh yeah!
tight.
After the fucking
Yeah,
what was it called? The play.
yeah. That scene, Harry just looking down on Peter. Because
Yeah,
Peter's
man.
like mouthing the words. And then
Yeah.
Harry's like, you motherfucker.
the meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Peter fighting. Well, Harry gets amnesia, right? And so there's some really
After
funny.
the fight, yeah.
Yeah, there's some funny Harry lines. Like when he.
I
Like,
know that face.
I know that face. And then when
I love it.
those are your friends? Best friends.
Best friend.
And then like it's cool seeing Peter and Harry like friends again.
Yeah.
I don't even mind it, you know, because I know people have a problem with that, like, oh, amnesia, that's lazy writing, blah 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 blah. I don't really mind.
You know how many times people get hit in the fucking head? Like something's gonna happen.
He's like, I guess my father died. That sucks. But
At least I got you, Pete.
yeah,
It's not like you would kill my dad or anything, Pete. So
man, Sandman scene's great. You know how he turns into Sandman. I really like when people's characters' powers are shown in a sad way.
yeah, it's
So
very
what-
heart wrenching.
Yeah, so to
He's
see
like
it,
trying to reach the fucking
the locket,
The locket.
and
He's
then
like
phases through.
Oh, I can't pick it up.
Yeah. And then like you see Eddie Brock Jr., right? And it's pretty interesting because there's a lot of Easter eggs throughout the movies, in number 1, they name drop Eddie. They're like, oh, our intern Eddie's on it or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And then and they name drop Connors, Dr. Connors.
Oh yeah, he's on.
So in the first movie, they mentioned Dr. Connors. He's like, Harry asked Peter, hey, you got fired from Dr. Connors fired you? He's like, yeah. So I guess he had like some kind of job with Dr. Connors. But in number 2, that's his college professor, yeah. And in number 3, he's still his college professor. So for 3 movies straight, we had to build like a setup of the lizard, which was pretty cool. And but we never got to see the lizard, the Sam Raimi lizard. That's what's cool about the Amazing Spider-Man having the lizard as the bad guy, because we just had 3 movies. What?
In the Sam Raimi one.
He never turned into the actual lizard. When?
The Spider-Man 3 game, motherfucker.
Oh my god. Because I played that game, he actually does.
Yeah.
He's the actual boss.
Yeah. That's what I love about that's what I love about the video games. They all gave you the little bit of extras.
Doesn't he have like the Lizardman too?
Yeah, he has Lizardman, yeah.
That's funny.
Y'all thought, but nah, we got secrets up in here.
The rent guy, give me rent.
Give me rent. They did the same thing with those Amazing Spider-Man games too. I think they gave like a little bit extra from the story or whatever.
That's what they did for the
It's just easier to do.
episode 3.
Episode 3?
Yeah, they put most of the deleted scenes in there.
What do you mean?
The game.
The Sam Raimi?
The movie game.
Yeah, the Sam Raimi one.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I know.
Why are you high?
So
You did it again.
So I know that.
Did it again.
I know that Sam Raimi is like an old school Spider-Man fan. So he read the first few comics, and that's why he knows Green Goblin, he knows Dr. Octopus, he knows Sandman and shit, right? So that's why he wanted to make those characters. He didn't know anything about Venom, so he didn't want to make a movie with Venom. But Sony made him do it, right?
I swear to God.
But I do not mind, because Peter does some things in this movie that are really cool, and things that Peter would not do unless he had the symbiote, unless he had the symbiote.
Because he's a fucking nerd.
Yeah, he's a nerd.
He
Bro,
doesn't know how to be cool.
high key though, I like when he goes into the it's kind of cringy him snapping his fingers and shit, but when he goes into the shop and he comes out with the suit on, he looks like a badass. Yeah. Dude, I was doing that dance the other day. I was doing the dance the other day, right? And this girl was like, "What? You know how to dance?" And I was like, "Oh no." And
you're like, "Yeah, my teacher's Peter Parker."
she's like,
hell yeah.
I like that. And she started doing it. She started doing the dance. And I was like, wow,
disco.
This is fucking crazy, man. Yeah. But anyways,
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah. One scene I don't like. The only scene I don't like in the whole movie is the fact that he does do all that stuff in the jazz bar. I feel like he could have just
the jazz bar was the tipping point.
Yeah.
I think like it's literally a tipping point because of.
I like how what's her face Gwen Stacy says, "This is all for her. I'm so sorry," and she leaves. Right? Mm-hmm. I like that. Like they could have lessened it a little bit.
But also, it's pretty obvious. Like
yeah, when you walked in,
you see MJ up there.
She's like, "Oh, I didn't know MJ worked here. Isn't that your ex?" You know? And it's just like,
and he's like fucking glaring. Like, yeah.
I like that the security guards try to get him off and he beats him up. I wish he just beat him up longer, because it was kind of a quick scene. And then he hits MJ. He hits MJ.
He like MJ, just like you hit our audience.
Yeah, right? I hit the audience right now. My bad, audience. He hits MJ. He knocks her down. If he really hit her with full force, she would have died, or she would have been knocked.
It was just a shove.
Out. It was just a little shove.
Pedestrian.
Well,
shove.
he backhanded her. Because he thought it was a security guard.
Let's say he did backhand her. Wouldn't she not have like had red on her face or some shit? It was just a shove, I think.
Nah, he backhands her. Yeah, it's crazy. But I still like the scene nonetheless. It's like, damn, and Peter realizes, damn, I'm fucking up from that,
Yeah.
And it's cool because Topher Grace's Eddie Brock Jr. is like, you know how I always make explanations for shit? I don't know if Eddie Brock's name really is a junior in the comics. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But I think, to me, my explanation is they name drop Eddie in the fucking first one. So I'm seeing this as his son trying to work at his dad's Daily Bugle.
That's dumb.
Job. That's all I see it. That's just my headcanon.
That's really bad.
Why? His name's Eddie Brock Jr.
Why would It's not even his dad's company. It's like he's an intern. I want to be just like my dad.
I want the freelancing job. That's why he tries so hard to get it. No, I'm just kidding.
He wants to be better than his dad. I mean, that makes sense. His dad is really bad in the comics.
Who, Eddie?
Yeah,
Is he?
Eddie.
Angel?
I forget.
Yeah, he's alcoholic abuser.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's why Eddie's like the way he is.
Yeah, so Eddie Brock is kind of just like the... And Topher Grace kind of just looks... In this movie, he kind of looks like an evil Tobey Maguire. Yeah, it's like,
I guess.
Yeah, and he just like...
They bleach his hair, man. They're going for comic accuracy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what they did with him. It's like he's just like... He doesn't have the conscience that Peter has, so he kind of just does whatever he wants to get whatever he wants, right?
It's kind of like it's there, but he just doesn't care it's there.
Yeah.
Like drinking, like you know it's bad, but you still do it anyway.
Yeah.
And not like the drinking itself, but like doing, how do you say it? Man, just doing, fuck. Just go ahead. Jesus Christ.
So like, man,
Jesus
he
Christ.
photoshops Peter's previous
He
pictures.
photoshops it.
Yeah.
And then for like the longest time as a kid, I thought there was like a department that like literally just tells if shit's like photoshopped or not.
Yeah.
Like fucking, if you could tell like photos are fake.
Yeah, like I'm
The-
pretty
the-
sure
the-
you should have someone on retainer.
Yeah.
To make sure that like no fakes.
And
Because he's like, what does he say? The Department of something proves it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
The whole job is just to find out if photos are fake.
I think I'm pretty sure that
Department
I believe
of
that.
yeah, there is.
I believe
He
that.
gets the staff job. I like how Peter goes to him and like he kind of just tries to, cause man, he's been a douchebag when they first meet up with each other, and he's like, "How'd you get that shot?" He's like, "Oh, I had to climb up a flagpole," you know. Peter's always
And
telling
be
these
all
shit.
they stick together.
Yeah, he's always telling these tall tales, and Topher Grace is all like, "You see, photography is like, you need a vision. It's not about, no offense, flagpoles, but you know, you need to know what you're doing, and like that shit like that. Like he's a good bad guy. You want to hate him.
Talk
And
about like
shit.
camera apertures and shit.
Yeah. So when he tries to act all hard on Peter again, and Peter's just like, they're fakes, blah blah blah, or whatever, and he hits him when they get like, it gets heated, and he bangs him up against the wall, and then everyone's like, whoa whoa. Now everyone's like paying attention to what's going on, and he's all like, please don't do this. No paper in the city will hire me. He's like, you should have thought about that when you did it. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, that's fucking hard.
He says, "I'm sorry. I don't see how that's my problem."
Yeah, I don't see how that's my problem. And he goes, if you want forgiveness, find religion. I was like, oh, that's perfect. And then fucking Peter walks away and he's like, here, tell your editor to check his sources next time. And he drops the pictures right there and they're fake. And then that guy, Topher, gets fired. And funnily enough, Topher Grace actually goes to a church to find religion. And he asks God to kill Peter.
Do it. I need you to kill Peter Parker. What was the first thing he said?
I've been humiliated.
Oh yeah.
I forget the rest.
Fuck.
I come before you today, humbled and humiliated, to ask you for one thing. I want you to kill Peter Parker.
Cry to God. God's like, okay.
Call him Goofy, right? Call emo Peter Goofy. When I was a kid, I thought it was cool with the way he had his hair.
God technically answered the question though. Like, his prayer.
For him, he's
Yeah.
like, not only am I going to kill
like,
Peter
y'all
Parker, I'm going to
figure it
have
out.
you do it.
Yeah. He's like, me? Nah. You? Maybe.
Spider-Man, he puts on okay, so Peter, he's acting the way he's acting with this Spider-Man, with this symbiote, right? And some girls are into it, and other girls aren't. You can see
you can
girls,
tell. Yeah.
some girls are like, what the fuck is this guy doing, you
And the
know?
other ones like do that little smile and then
Yeah.
look back. Yeah.
Look at his ass, his spider butt. Yeah.
Spidey butt.
So, man, when he has fucking, his neighbor making cookies for him, this shit's amazing.
Do you have nuts?
No, I can make some.
Yeah, go make some.
Give me some milk.
Want some milk?
Bro, and then
It's funny because they talk about that scene too, and like
the
how he
commentary?
has, in the commentary, and he has
Yeah.
like one ear in the conversation, but not really. Like it's good, man. It's
and
good.
he's all like, the facial expression
Yeah.
he makes, like, yeah. I love that, and I like how he's even hitting on, what's the secretary's name for J. Jonah Jameson? Betty.
Betty Grant or something.
Yeah, Betty Grant, and she's like, these pictures are amazing. Maybe I could shoot you sometime.
Yeah.
Peter
Peter.
Parker, dude, it's fucking great. Because she is fucking hot, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
fucking what was her name?
I have no idea.
She was Rita Repulsa. She's in a lot.
She
of
was?
Elizabeth something. Yeah.
No way. That's Rita Repulsa?
Yeah, from the new Power Rangers.
Oh, Emily Blunt?
No, her name's Elizabeth something. Here, I'll look it up while you do it.
Holy shit. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, she's the blonde.
Well, she kind
Oh
of
shit! I'm not charging my phone.
she kind of ruined Goldar though. Well, it's not her fault. It's the movie's
It's not
fault.
her fault. Bro, the morph suits that they put him in, the weird like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what to call
I'm
it.
glad Hasbro bought the rights to American Power Rangers, but they haven't done a movie with it though, too, either. But they have been making good shows, I guess, so that's cool. But anyways, man, seeing Harry, like, you know, they make breakfast together and shit like that. But then after when she leaves, he becomes the Goblin again.
Oh, I think she's also the one from fucking Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Oh shit! No way. That's a trip. You're tripping me out right now. She's Miri.
That girl?
Yeah.
I forgot she looked.
When MJ goes home, and then her answer machine's going off, and it's Peter, and then she walks closer to the darkness of the room, and then all of a sudden Harry's there and fucking chokes her.
Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks. What did I say? Emily Blunt?
Yeah. Betty Brandt. Not, what was it?
Oh, Grant? We
Yeah,
said
not
Grant, yeah.
B. You know, it's because fucking Stan Lee, man. He loved his fucking alliteration. Betty Brandt, Peter Parker.
Harry Osborn.
No, there's just a lot more.
Reed Richards.
Yeah,
Sue
Reed
Storm.
Richards, Sue Storm. Yeah, exactly.
Victor
Johnny Rockets. No. I mean, he does. He does.
Ben
rocket
Grimm.
around.
Von
J.
Doom.
Jonah Jameson. He couldn't even stop. And then he made J. Jonah Jameson Jr. and he's like, he's like, I'm going too far.
Dude, that shit.
JJJR?
Victor Von Doom.
That was a good one too, yeah.
What's it called? Yeah.
Because he's like, technically it's not. But also it is.
This man's a menace. So, that's not the only time. Man, Mary Jane, she's been hit down by Peter. She's been choked out by Harry. She fucking, at the end of the movie, the closing scene, like the final
She's
act.
been beaten by her dad.
Bro,
Oh, yeah.
when she gets in the taxi cab, I like this scene a lot. Because Topher's looking at her. He's already Venom. All you see is
yeah,
his
when he
face,
looks
right?
back. Yeah, and
he's
his
like,
teeth were all
so, where
fucked up.
to?
Yeah.
And then she's like,
So. Where to?
yeah. And then you see the fucking Venom hand
Yeah.
grab her. I'm like, oh, shit. And you hear the screech. She's
Yeah.
like screeching noise.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I love this Venom. He's so fucking cool.
He's cool, and in the suit, oh, bro, that's a great looking suit.
It's a great
the
suit.
The way it mimics Spider-Man's suit,
Yeah.
but like in a fucking jaggedy way.
Yes.
Come on, dude, like it's poetry. It
Yeah.
rhymes.
He has some great fucking quotes, too. You know? Like, my spider sense is tingling.
If
know
you know
what
what
I
I
mean.
mean, and he like
Yeah.
puts his finger up and down. Yeah.
And when he has the spear pointed toward Peter in the web, and Peter's like, I know what the
Yeah.
suit feels like. You get all this power and blah, 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 blah. Eddie Brock is all like, I know, but I like being bad. It makes me happy. And even when he's saying like power and shit, his eyes like open up wide and then close back down for like split seconds. And I'm like, damn, this shit, it's fucking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's awesome.
exactly. People just hate it because he wasn't bulky, but like,
Yeah.
whatever, dude.
That only bugged me on one viewing of the movie. There was one time I had watched it like 3 or 4 years ago, and I noticed just how like big the traps on the suit were, but his neck was all scrawny, and I was like, oh.
They went too far with the newest Flash Thompson, but
You know my thoughts on that.
Yeah,
but
we'll get to that soon.
They heard those thoughts.
Yeah.
That was
So-
Indian.
So freaking the final fight scene's amazing, bro. When Peter fights Harry for the second time, that's one of my favorite fight scenes too in the whole series. Like, they were just going at it, and there's some great dialogue between them two as well, you know? Like when he's like, I protected you in high school, now I'm gonna kick your little ass. And Peter's like, ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah. And then when he's like, your father hated you.
that's
Aw.
funny.
Gobby Jr. gonna cry?
I'm gonna kick your little ass.
Yeah. And then fucking Harry throws the pumpkin bomb. Peter Spider-Sense goes off. He flicks it
Oh.
back at him.
What an asshole.
Yeah, dude. And then when he goes to Harry to ask him to help him, and he turns around and you see his face is all fucked up. I'm like, damn. But then it's cool because Harry actually does go to save him. And seeing, like, I didn't appreciate this shit as a kid. Seeing Harry and Peter fight together, it was so fucking good, man.
Yeah.
It was hype as fuck, yeah. Like, one of my first, it gave me goosebumps. When they dodge Sandman's arm, and then Mary Jane's falling, and they're on the snowboard together, and Harry goes, go get her, buddy! and he fucking jumps. Dude, I got chills from that shit. And or when he goes like, hold on, to what?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like behind him. To what?
I like when
his face is all showing too, so you can see his fucking like emotions.
yeah, I like when Harry cuts Venom's arms right here, and he's like, "Ah!" That shit is tight, man. And then like,
Dude, Harry really is the MVP of that fight though, cause like, the motherfucker could burn Sandman's arm,
yeah.
fucking get like glass and break it. Motherfucker could like actually hit Venom and get a good advantage at being like away from him.
yeah,
I don't know why he didn't use the fire on Venom too, because that's literally a weakness of his. But
it is.
Yeah, fire
shit.
and sound.
his
I thought
two
it was just sound.
weaknesses are sound and fire.
Yeah.
And then he eventually loses the fire one when he becomes Red Goblin, the Carnage that takes over the Green Goblin. But that's way down the line.
Yeah, man. When Venom ties up Peter, and Venom grabs a glider to stab Peter, and Harry gets in the way. I didn't catch it. Someone told me this, but it's like both Osborns died by their gliders, except Norman Osborn died trying to kill Spider-Man, and Harry died trying to save Spider-Man. That's fucking beautiful.
And then after everything happened, the butler came up and he was like, Harry died by his own glider.
Harry kind of just falls like 2 or 3 feet. Mary Jane's thankfully right there for some reason, and you know Spider-Man kills Venom and all that stuff. Well,
he kills himself.
Yeah.
But
Well,
he throws a
Eddie
pumpkin
Brock
bomb
kills himself.
Yeah, he throws
Yeah.
a pumpkin bomb into the fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
After Spider-Man pulls him out, by the way.
Yeah. I like how it's like dawn. Like we were at nighttime in the beginning of the fight, and by the end
this
of
is
it,
a fucking whole thing.
yeah, the morning's barely coming up. The sun's barely coming up, and dude, man, when Peter Sandman,
You know what bonus feature I want to see? J. Jonah Jameson shots from the kid with the camera.
yeah.
I want to see his shots that he got from that kid camera.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
Like, what the fuck's he gonna get?
Man,
All the way down there from that camera.
I hate retcons just as much as the next person.
Remind me what that is again?
It's when you change the aspect of the older material to fit the new, what you're trying to do now. So example is Goku being Goku's just a little monkey boy in the beginning of Dragon Ball, right? But in Dragon Ball Z, it's revealed that he's a Saiyan, he's an alien and shit. That's a retcon. So they retconned Uncle Ben's death from it just being the original burglar to introducing Flint Marko into the mix, right? And yeah, the idea...
My uncle's killer's still out there.
Exactly. The idea is shitty, right? Like, oh, you're gonna retcon Uncle Ben's death, but execution is amazing. Because when he tells off the police chief, and he's like, no, you had all these eyewitnesses and all this information. You never told us this. He's like, my uncle's killer is still out there. Blah blah blah. Man, when he fights Sandman the second time with the symbiote suit in the train in the subway, that fight scene's amazing.
It's
like
amazing, dude. And fucking both their faces get crushed by a fucking train.
by a train. And then, dude, even in the beginning when Peter's like on the wall, he looks pretty intimidating.
Yeah,
the whole black suit.
He's like, I'm gonna fucking
I'm
get
fuck
you.
you up.
I'm gonna fuck you up today.
He's like, you killed Ben Parker in cold blood. So what does it matter to you anyway? Everything.
Dang.
Oh, bro, it's like it's tense. And then when he fucking peels off the fucking water thing, yeah,
Doom.
the close-ups. And then when he tells Aunt May,
Good riddance.
yeah, good riddance. And when he tells Aunt May, Spider-Man killed Flint Marko, and she's like, oh, Spider-Man wouldn't do that. Like he thinks he
thinks that she doesn't know.
He
This whole
wholeheartedly
fucking time.
he wholeheartedly believes that Aunt May is gonna be happy about him killing this guy, and she's
She's like, oh my god! Yeah! Uncle Ben has been. What's the fucking word for it?
Revengeance.
He has been revenged.
He has been revenged.
Avenged.
He has been avenged. I guess you're an official Avenger now.
Aunt May's a fucking shield agent. She has a shotgun underneath her gown.
She's like, you're officially Avenger, but I gotta put you under arrest for murder. Don't do this, Aunt May.
Actually, I'm a revenger.
Yeah, oh, that's actually Thor's group in
Yeah.
Ragnarok. Yeah, he's like, oh, I guess we're the Revengers.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
They,
you want revenge? I want revenge. He wants revenge.
There is
That's
a.
probably why it was in my head.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. I think it's on the Guardians of the Galaxy scene in Endgame or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Somebody pulls up statistics or stats on fucking Thor, and it says that he was part of a group called Avengers.
That's tight.
Yeah, so it's like officially canon that
Oh, that's
this
awesome.
fake group is.
I want to build that team in toy form now. Thor, Loki, Hulk. I have Thor and Hulk,
Valkyrie.
those two versions, but the SH Figure Arts Thor kind of sucks, so I want another one.
Does it really?
Yeah, his hips.
I heard he was good.
No, well, okay, here's the problem for the SH Figure Arts one. He has this skirt piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
That connects to his shoulder. And in between,
Oh, that's a joint piece or what?
there's no joint. Yeah, that's the connection. So, in between his torso and his legs is some empty space. So he looks really fucking weird. Like,
get you.
yeah, they fucked up on that shit. So if you wanted to take that part off and make it look better, and basically without the torso piece, he's gonna have like this emptiness void.
Yeah.
It looks weird. Anyways, yeah. So
Can't you just put like pants on him too?
nah, it won't work. There's literally a void in between his torso and his legs. It sucks. Back to the final battle.
Back to reality.
When Peter
Oop, here goes gravity.
when Peter walks up to Mary Jane and Harry's dying, I was already crying, bro.
Yeah?
Damn, yeah. And I didn't know if I was gonna be able to cry or not. But if they started flowing, and I was like, oh shit, cool. And dude,
He stabbed, and then Peter goes to him, and he's like,
he's already
first
dead.
time.
Bro, when,
He's already dead.
because he was down there for a while.
Yeah.
And he,
hey, Pete, I was waiting for.
or you know how when Peter,
Just because somebody says doesn't mean that they're dead.
you know when
Didn't
you know.
check the bond?
You know, how in the hospital, Peter's with him, and then Mary Jane pulls up. Well, now this time Mary Jane's with him. So imagine when Peter walked up. I know that face. Another funny quote too is when he's eating the pie in a restaurant, and the waiter's like, "Oh, did you like the pie?" Oh, so good.
When he's talking to Peter with it.
I'm the other guy.
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Oh. Dude, the wink and the fucking bus goes by and he's gone.
That's amazing though.
That's funny, dude.
It's funny.
Yeah,
It definitely
because
is funny.
the black dude that's like sitting right across from him, and
Yeah.
he's like, "What the fuck?"
I wonder if he paid his tab.
No, there's no.
You don't
way.
think so? He's a billionaire. It doesn't matter to him.
He probably bought the place then.
That's why he's able to. There's a trap door underneath this chair.
None of the shop was real. They were all paid actors.
Mysterio. Mysterio status.
Whoa, Harry Osborn was never in that movie. It was all Mysterio.
Peter walks away. Harry comes back up from the ground. He's like, "You waiter, you were saved by Spider-Man, even though you were trying to commit suicide. You black guy, you saw him steal pizzas."
Man, I'm trying to think. He built that suit in his room with no sewing experience.
No fucking. How'd he get those lines?
How to get those rubber fucking interlaces?
Man, when Peter tells Harry,
If you guys didn't know, that was a take on the Iron Man quote. He built the suit with a box of scraps.
with a box of scraps. Man,
Obadiah Stane.
Obadiah Stane.
He's a stain on the Iron Man legacy.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Man, when he tells Harry, I should have never said those things. I should have never hurt you.
Sorry.
Said those things to you. And Harry goes, none of that matters now, Peter. We're friends. And Peter says, best friends. I'm like, damn.
There's love right there.
There's love. The tears were flowing, bro. There's just acceptance all around because Peter forgave Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
Harry and Peter are both forgiving. I like how in the beginning, Peter tells Harry like you know they're just trying to like get by all this turmoil that they're going through, right? Yeah, it's just Harry's like fucking full on revenge mode, like in Spider-Man 2.
I guess he's a real revenger.
Come on, Harry, we need to get you out of here. He's like, Spider-Man, touch me. He's like, no, I'm ruined. He's like, I'm ruined. All I have left is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
He didn't deserve to touch me or some shit like that.
He has to buy me a drink first.
Yeah, but man, that
Wait. Hashtag me too. the me too. Spider-Man touch me.
the thing.
JJJR is like, I knew it.
It's the fucking, what's it called? The Incredibles. I didn't want to be saved. I didn't ask to be saved.
Yeah. He's all fucked up. He has a broken neck and shit.
That's
Man.
fucked up. Imagine you saving someone and they sue you.
Yeah, dude, that's
I
fucked
didn't
up.
want to
Yeah,
be saved. I didn't ask to be saved.
Just committing suicide.
man. Oh, the fucking song that's happening as he dies. That shit's beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, Danny Elfman, man, I don't know.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Oh. Hey, man, just Spider-Man 3 is all around. It's a good movie besides the little jazz scene. But, you know, Gwen Stacy's hella hot in that movie. Like, damn, she's fucking...
Yeah, I think the jazz scene is probably like the part that's like, this shouldn't have been in there.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been something else.
When-
or just rewritten.
When Gwen has her hand on Peter's shoulder and she's like, oh, Peter tells me so much about you. And then MJ's all mad, like, is this girl in your class that looks up to you and you never mentioned her to me?
Yeah.
She had her little mitts all over you and blah, blah, blah. She has a right to be mad at there, you know?
Yeah. You kissed the girl that you know?
You kissed a girl that you know. Like,
That's real shit.
Yeah.
That's shit.
yeah, like, that's some real shit right there. And, okay, so now, Spider-Man 3 is definitely my favorite Spider-Man movie. It was before I rewatched everything, and now it still is. This shit's great. So then, I moved on to Amazing...
Would you say it's a good movie without watching the first two?
Yeah. Because, you know, typically, the third movie is usually my favorite. And I guess that's because we already know the characters, so there's no, like, build-up. There's no origin story. But I feel like I haven't seen 1 or 2 in literal, like, decade or 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen Spider-Man 3 throughout the years because I love it so much. And every time I watch it, it's a great experience. Like, I don't even need 1 and 2.
It's like a reward.
But watching 1 and 2... again, just elevated it even more. And then I even saw the fucking Jameson Jr. kiss, and I'm like, what the fuck, MJ? You did that shit too.
Yeah. With a quote from Spider-Man 3, and you're like, you were kissed. You're giving your kiss away too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she did it privately. She didn't do it publicly.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
now a bunch of people are going to start doing that kiss.
They got to copyright it. They got to trademark it.
Yeah. Well, Spider-Man has to.
Someone has.
That was our kiss. She walks by, she sees a couple like imitating it.
Yeah,
She's just like,
she's like,
That's
No!
my kiss. That's mine.
she didn't hate the fact that he kissed her. She hated the fact that he
Kiss
gave
her that
everybody
way.
else the option to kiss that way.
I thought we're special.
Yeah,
Imagine,
no-
that's what it was. It's like she
Yeah.
thought she was special.
yeah. No one knew about that kiss. Now everyone knows. Damn
Now everyone's gonna start kissing that way, Peter. You don't get it.
You just don't get it.
Amazing Spider-Man 1 is really fucking good. It's a really good movie.
Bro, the way that he's fighting Lizard at the school and he like webs him up and he like runs around him like a fucking spider.
Yeah. Dude, it's tight. The way Lizard
The
fucking...
way he throws his fucking webs too.
Yeah. He just flicks him out there. I like the little red glow that pops off when he uses them.
Oh, yeah.
I like in the school scene where fucking Lizard just...
I gotta say though, I don't like the outfit
For who? Spider-Man?
for the Amazing Spider-Man.
The first one? I like it.
Both actually.
You don't like the second one either?
Not really.
What the hell?
Both of them are kind of like on the bottom of the list for me.
I like both of them. I think it's kind of dumb that they changed the first one. Because I'm like, well, you went all out with this new suit. Might as well update it or don't just make it look so similar to the classic one.
Yeah.
But it's neither here nor there. But I like when Lizard fucking just grabs 2 vials of chemicals and mixes them and makes a bomb out of nowhere. I was like, that's some Heisenberg shit. That's tight. Because he's still smart.
Some chemicals in.
Come eat some chemicals with me. Come eat some chemicals. Come eat some chemicals with me. Madness. Feeling scared, looking around and nobody's there. When I say fuck the world, let's get ready to rock as I piss on your face while you suck on my cock.
You guys cut that song for me. You guys used to play. Oh, especially
No, it was
Gallo.
me.
Yeah, Gallo.
No, it was me.
Yeah.
It was me.
I killed the song.
I did it.
That one. And
It
then,
was my song,
what
no
was
one
the other
else's.
with- by Avenged Sevenfold. The
Fucking Little Piece of Heaven.
yeah, Little Piece
Motherfucker
of-
keeps talking about this shit. That shit happened in middle school. Calm down.
Because
That's
I
what
really
you
always
said in
knew
my
that my
head, bro.
little
That's
travel
what I
was
played.
cold.
I
That's
played
why
it
I
1
gotta
year
heat it
in
for
middle
you.
school nonstop.
And I know it's not your time.
Okay,
Bye
bye-bye.
bye. So baby, don't cry.
I think I barely listened to that song like after 5 years, like probably like a month, 3 months ago, and that just slapped.
It does.
Yeah,
It's
I
amazing.
listened to. Remember, I told you I re-listened to him. It was like a little bit, like a year now, huh? Somewhere around a year.
Yeah, it
was
pops
like
up in my
curious.
in my music a lot. I like it.
because that's just like 7 minutes long, so it's like
7
it's
minutes
like,
long.
Yeah, it's like a commitment.
Yeah.
You know,
Get to know what you're getting into.
But it's great.
Like, cause I gotta listen to it sevenfold too.
Ripped his heart out right before his eyes.
Eyes over
You
easy.
listen to it 24/7.
It's a great song. Like,
Everyone's like, are they gonna do the fast part?
which part? What's the best part?
right after that. I can't even do it. I don't know it.
Damn. Well, we'll learn it and we'll have a fucking little karaoke
Oh yeah,
on
we'll
here.
just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, we just have a karaoke episode. All we do is sing. Everyone's like,
Man. Yeah, the lizard's cool. Doc Connors is cool. He's played by Adrian from Little Nicky. This is dope.
even this voice inside your head has a speech impediment.
You can't talk
How do you
tough,
know?
Nicky. Even this voice inside your head has a speech impediment. You better get your bony butt back to hell.
Adrian,
Hey, can you wash my winky? Oh, I fucked up.
can I wash my winky in your kitchen sinky?
Oh,
No!
it wasn't me.
It wasn't me!
Man. Yeah, so that Adrian, who looked really fucking badass in that movie. Like, he really has, like, blonde spikes, a fucking big-ass red fur
It
coat,
was like fucking,
Peppermint schnapps.
peppermint schnapps, and a pizza.
That's gangsta.
Billy Idol.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like a Billy Idol.
He looked
song.
like a cooler Billy Idol.
Whoa. Really?
I think so.
Billy Idol was in fucking Wendy Singer.
Yeah, he was. That's the only time I ever knew of Billy Idol. And then I learned about White Wedding, and I was like, okay.
Which isn't even a good song for a wedding.
Nah. Hey, little sister, what have you done?
Oof.
Ugh.
You mean
Yeah, but
Anyway.
I mean, anyway, yeah, Lizard's great. Fuck, I forgot his name. The commissioner,
Oh,
Commissioner-
Captain Stacy.
Captain Stacy. Oh, what's his
Commissioner
fucking?
Gordon.
I know. What's his fucking actor's name? Like
I
Steve
don't
something.
remember, dude. I don't know that.
I know it. He's a
Steve
comedian.
Buscemi?
No.
Fucking bro, give Happy Madison the rights to Spider-Man.
What?
Just to cast him with all the characters. David Spade will be Spider-Man.
Dennis Leary. That's his fucking name.
Dennis Leary.
It's funny because
No, you know what? David Spade's gonna be Eddie Brock.
I can see it. If he's Eddie Brock, that means Chris Farley has to be like Jameson or something.
David Spade is Emperor's New Groove? Was that,
Yeah, it's
it?
David Spade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's David Spade.
That's how I think
Joe
about
Dirt.
Joe Dirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe
You,
Dirt.
you'll wear his Joe Dirt outfit to play.
Venom will go over it.
Yeah.
He's doing these commercials right now, like the kayak commercials.
the guy.
They're funny.
He seems into it too. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't seem like he's actually just like, and you could get this stuff off of. It's like a sporting good place.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, okay, your sporting goods here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
smile on his face and everything. I expected more sarcasm from David Spade.
Yeah. I like when the guy one when he's like, well, I used to go jogging with my girlfriend, and he just normally anything else he would like be like, oh, cool with it, but this one he's just like, fuck it, she's here, do this.
Mm.
He's like, here's a new canoe, go fucking canoeing.
Oh wow, thanks,
Yeah.
David Spade.
But
Oh wow.
yeah, so Steve Dennis Leary, I keep wanting to say Steve Lacey for some fucking
Steve
reason.
Buscemi, yeah.
Dennis Leary looks like fucking William Dafoe. Like he
No, he doesn't.
he looks pretty similar to him.
Okay, I can see.
Yeah. Like they
He's
have
like
like the
brothers or
similar.
something?
Yeah, they could be brothers. And that's why
Step Brothers too.
You call me
The other
Dragon.
brothers.
bro,
The other brothers. That's the name of the
Fossil
bottom.
Brothers.
when Andrew Garfield has his argument with Uncle Ben Ben's cool cool as fuck in this movie. Charlie Sheen's dad is who he's played by. And he's just fucking cool, man. Like I like when he's getting Peter out of detention or whatever because he beat up Flash Thompson. And he's all like and Gwen Stacy runs up on him and he's all like, "Oh, I'm his parole officer." Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
And he's
He is
like,
cool.
"Yeah, he's cool." And he's like,
He's
and
like the
he's a
like,
pathological
like
liar,
youth
don't believe him.
The pastor or something.
yeah, and then like the argument that they had, like Peter's Uncle Ben told him, "Hey, pick up your Aunt May. You know, you got some shit today. Go pick her up." Blah blah blah. And you know, I like how Aunt May doesn't want to really be in the argument. She's like, "I'm fine. I'm a grown lady. I could walk myself home." But he's like, Uncle Ben's trying to teach Peter something. He's like, no, he has responsibility, blah, blah, blah. And like,
she talked some shit about that role because she didn't want to play like a character who's just kind of like always in the background, like literally like the definition of Aunt May. She didn't want to play it, but I think the director knew her, and she only did it because of him or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like she didn't want to be Aunt May.
Well, yeah, because in part 2 she gets annoying. You're my son. You're my son. But that's later. Yeah, but man, Uncle Ben's telling him your father would not have done this, and he's like, and that's when Andrew Garfield really gets pissed off. He's like, yo, my father's not around, so what's the point of being a good person, or blah 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 blah. And he starts tearing up. Dude, I can feel the emotion. It's fucking sad.
Andrew Garfield knows how to cry, man.
Yeah, he does. And so when Andrew Garfield, he blows off some steam, he leaves, he fucking goes to the liquor store. The fucking clerk's being a dick for no fucking reason. He's like, oh, you didn't get enough milk money, blah blah blah, all that shit. And then I'm glad he gets robbed, you know. And then another crazy fact is that they never show this guy again, the burglar.
Yeah.
And so he's just like,
no, yeah, they do. I thought he goes to go look for him. No,
he goes to look for him, but he never finds him. But yeah, so it's cool.
I think you find him in the video game.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Interesting. That kind of ruins it for me.
But go on.
Yeah.
So
the
actual story.
he throws the chocolate milk to him, and Peter's like, cool. And then Uncle Ben's looking for Peter, which is cool, you know. But when the burglar starts running up, all Uncle Ben had to do was just like get out the way, right? And even if he was, because here's what I was thinking, because I haven't seen this movie since I saw it in theaters in 2012. I was thinking, oh shit, Uncle Ben's gonna fight this guy, cool, and he's gonna die like a hero. No, the burglar just falls. Uncle Ben sees the gun, tries to run and grab the gun for some stupid reason, and then the guy fucking, as he's picking the gun up, he shoots Uncle Ben on accident, and Uncle Ben just dies. And it's kind of just like, wow, Uncle Ben, you're kind of stupid. You're cool. You're like really a cool Uncle Ben, but that was a dumb move right there.
Maybe he was just like, a free gun.
Finders keepers.
Wow, gun laws are being really harsh now. I need to get this gun. This is my last chance.
This guy has a gun. I need a gun.
Yeah. I'll just take his gun.
Problem solved.
Yeah. And then so like, Peter goes on the hunt for this guy. He has a scorpion tattoo. It's really cool. He's like,
I need a gun too.
He's kind of ruthless, dude. He's kind of like, with these criminals.
Oh yeah, he's like fucking hitting him through fucking like ceilings and shit.
Yeah, I love how he falls through the ceiling
and it lands in.
And he's in the luchador ring, and he sees the fucking red luchador, and that's how he gets the inspiration for the Spider-Man costume. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, because they didn't want to do the whole wrestling shit again.
Yeah.
But they're like, we got to talk about it.
It's fucking cool. I like it. And yeah, it was a pretty good movie, man. And then like the whole
Uncle Ben got shot before the wrestling match this time.
Yeah, dude. When he's at the table, he's already like kind of technically dating Gwen, I guess, and he's at her dinner table with the dad, and they start having the argument about Spider-Man, like going
the vigilante stuff.
Yeah, in the beginning of the argument, I'm on Peter's side. I'm like, oh yeah, of course, but Dennis Leary's all like, yo, well, if I wanted this guy off the street, I'd have him off the street. And Peter's like, then why isn't he? And that's a good point right there, right?
Yeah.
But then Dennis Leary's all like, yo, well, this was a sting operation. He was going to lead us to the rest of the guys and da-da-da-da.
That's
and
how
then,
it works, man.
Huh?
Says that's how it works, too.
That's how it works, yeah. And it's still like...
He probably was... Oh, man, I didn't go into it.
Yeah. Dude, Dennis...
So basically, he's like, so I just need to be Spider Cop.
Dude, Dennis Leary just like... He breaks it down. By the end of the argument, like...
Well, I mean, that's what Batman does. Batman fucking like checks everything before he does shit.
At the end of the argument, I'm kind of siding more towards Dennis Leary's character, but at the same... And, you know, Peter was kind of in the wrong, but that's a great argument right there. Like... You don't know really who to root for in that situation, and you're getting both sides.
I don't know. I go for Peter, but I was just say it was coincidence that they had to do. They were doing a sting operation.
Yeah,
with that
it is kind of coincidental.
That's specific criminal, yeah.
But for the movie, it was cool. Yeah. So then, stuff like that's cool. Peter saves this little kid on a bridge when Lizard's going through the bridge and shit, and so he saves this kid whose father ends up being a crane operator, and that way later on when he's shot, he gets all the other crane operators to man the cranes.
He's like, fuck, what does Mickey say?
That's a surprise tool that can help us later.
It's like a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse thing.
So I like the fact that Peter saves this random person, and that random person ends up being helpful to Peter later on, right? But...
Because you mess with one of us, you can mess with all of us.
Exactly. But it's just kind of weird how, like, all these cranes are lined up in the middle of the street perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we gotta work on every single building on this fucking...
Every single building on this block,
on this block,
on this street leading to Oscorp. You know? I was like, okay, that's stupid.
New York's always getting worked on.
I like you see Lizard in his lab coat for 1 second because then they shoot it off of him. That was kind of whack. But then when they're on the fucking roof and Dennis Leary helps him with the shotgun and blah, 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 I was like, okay, that's cool, man. And then Dennis Leary dies. He tells Andrew Garfield to promise that he'll never date his daughter because he knows the dangers of dating a vigilante, right?
As he dies, promise.
Pretty much.
He gets his like 2 fingers from the back up, like the fucking the twisted fingers. He's like,
and Dennis Leary's not dead yet. And he's like, hey, what? And he's like,
what is that? What is that?
Like, what are you talking about? She's like a sister to me.
He webs his eyes and shit. He webs his eyes
instead of closing them. Or he tries to close them prematurely. He's like, I'm not dead yet.
No. He's Charlie Sheen's dad, right? So it's
Uncle
the same...
Ben is.
Oh, Uncle Ben is. Never mind. Never mind.
Is that what the story was?
So fucking, but it's that scene from Spider-Man 3. He's, don't date my daughter. Oh man, you're going to the light. Just follow the light. It's okay. Don't date my daughter. Oh yeah, it's okay.
No sex.
No
sex.
Like, huh?
I can't hear you.
You mean like this? Like we can't do this?
Your wife's split in half. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Can I do something with the lower half?
Can I still speak to the lower half? I don't follow, sir. Let me show you. I forgot the name of the guy, but the wife yells it out.
Man, dude, like freaking Flash Thompson in the first movie, he's kind of just like this bully. He's only in the first movie, and he's really buff, and his name is like Magliano or some shit like that. Later on,
John Mangione.
Yeah, and he plays Deathstroke later on, like in the DC movies.
Nowadays, yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's like this guy's just been like buff as fuck all these years.
Yeah,
but
all these years. He's been in Pee-wee's of Big Adventure.
Is he natty or daddy?
I don't know.
Is he a natty daddy?
What's a natty?
Natural.
Yeah.
Well, he does play Dungeons and Dragons, so he's a natural 20 daddy.
Yeah, so fucking Flash Thompson is pretty cool. In the first one, he's like definitely a bully. He's a threat. After Peter beats him up, which is a cool scene. I like how because to me, growing up,
I wouldn't want to fight me either.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight me either. Growing up, I think if like you could beat someone up, not saying that you were looking for fights, but if someone tried to fuck with you and you're able to beat them up, I thought that was pretty cool, right? But for Peter to beat him up and then the people going, man, you really are a freak. Like, I'm like, fuck.
What the fuck?
I don't like, you want some too, though?
Sorry.
Like,
Yeah.
I still got some.
You know what's crazy though? Because like all he did was
Punch him.
punch him once. He dodged every single thing and then he just punched him once. And everyone's like,
It's because people just grow up haters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Especially in high school. Like, if you hated Peter Parker or something at that, and then you see him just dodge all those hits, and you want to see him get hit, I'd be mad too.
damn, Logan Paul.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's
The Paul fights. That's what that was.
Exactly. That's me being a hater every day, every time I see Logan Paul in the ring.
Hey man, it's every day, bro.
Oh, it's every day, bro.
Peter asks Mary Jane how's Flash. She says, "Oh, he's fine. He's just glad you didn't give him a black eye for picture day." So like, it's like he's kind of like he's a little mad, but he's like, you know, Peter's cool, you know. That's what I get from that, you know.
He's like, picture day in this season.
We're already at the end of the school year.
Yeah, we're almost out.
On a little sidetrack, I seen this post of a class picture of all the. There's like a elementary school, middle school, and all the kids were masked up in the pictures and shit. That's like crazy.
Oh, that sounds creepy.
Yeah, it's like,
that sounds fucked up, dude. Because then you're gonna look at that picture like years later and shit.
Like,
You're like, this is how I looked in high school. It's fucking just
fucking authoritarian lockdown and fucking. That's just crazy to me. Like this kids, like this. Oh my god.
Oh, the face mask.
Yeah, it's like and you just flipping through the pages and it's all masks, all masks, all masks. It's just weird to me.
Super weird.
Yeah. Like, are they even smiling under the mask? Like, what's the point of the smile if you can't even see it?
What's the point of the
What do you
picture?
mean? You can see smiles behind a mask, though.
I mean, you can see when the eyes.
Yeah,
stuff,
when you have the eyes like that.
Yeah, but it's like.
So if you don't see any kids with the eyes like that, you're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at the eyes, man. Look
Well, that's the only thing you could look at.
Flash Thompson in the Amazing Spider-Man movie is even better. Like he's not like the buff man dude of the original, but he's still like pretty fit. He plays basketball. He fucks with Peter. He fucks with other people. I like how Gwen Stacy kind of like
hit in the head with a football.
Yeah, I like how Gwen Stacy kind of stops him from going on his little rampage in the beginning. That was pretty entertaining.
It was kind of like was it kind of like the new guy?
I know that movie, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
He,
So
he puts the midget in the dumpster and throws it down.
The
new guy stops it.
Yeah, he has like a little
he
kid.
becomes like his friend and shit. And they both walk up.
Yeah, and then the girlfriend's like, "No, don't do this."
So this Flash, Peter humiliates him. That's why Uncle Ben has to get him out of pick him up from the office, right? Yeah. So then after Uncle Ben dies, Flash and Peter's just like by his locker, and Flash Thompson goes to put his hand on his shoulder and console him, right? But Peter he like takes his arm, grabs it, he's like, "Not today, Flash!" Like he's pissed, right? And because he thinks Flash is gonna fuck with him, but Flash he just tells him, "Hey man, I'm sorry. Like I heard what happened. Blah blah blah." This Flash is so good, dude. Like not only do you see his bully side, but you see him start to become a better person.
You see the human in him.
Yeah, you start seeing his redemption arc. And that's why I'm like, dude, I can't wait to see more Flash in this next movie. He's not in the next movie.
Agent Venom.
That could have been an Agent Venom.
That could have been Agent Venom right there. And so yeah, I started Amazing Spider-Man 2. He's not in this movie.
That's why I'm saying that they should be making like these little backstory things, like not a full movie, but like 45 minutes of something, you know. And then they can show like the Amazing Spider-Man universe where it shows like fucking Flash Thompson being like seeing Spider-Man do shit, and then seeing Spider-Man absent, so he tries to do shit, and then he fucks it up because he's not fucking superpowered or anything.
Oh, like during the time skip or some shit when he's not there. Oh, that'd be hardcore.
Man, so yeah, the first movie sets up Flash. Also, we had the Lizard, like I said. He was set up from the first 3 Raimi movies, so it's cool to see. Even though it's not the same universe, it's cool to finally see the Lizard. And at the end of the first one, the teacher tells Peter, "Don't make promises you can't keep." He leans into Gwen Stacy and he goes, "Those are the best kind." And Gwen Stacy's like, "Oh, you're gonna date me again? Yay!" So yeah,
if that was like a part of the superhero movie and he whispers that to her ear, it would be like that scene where like they fucking just like gush water from underneath her, like the obnoxious amount of fucking water. But those are the best kind.
Bro. The most of these movies, they have like a 2-hour runtime, right? Amazing Spider-Man 2's runtime is 2.5 hours. That shit is long, and like,
because they jam-packed like characters that they didn't develop.
They didn't develop. They have a bunch of. They do have action sequences.
Flint Marko was developed because they already gave him a backstory that was established. They changed it up a little bit, but you know what's going on.
Flint Marko?
Yeah, I'm talking about the other one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then Venom was jammed in there for a reason, but you still like had background on who this character is.
Yeah.
And who's the other one? And Harry's been talked about this whole time.
Yeah.
So you know all these characters in Spider-Man 3.
And even Eddie, they set him up really well, but fucking this Harry just pops up out of nowhere. Yeah, we're best friends.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, we
I was on vacation.
I was on vacation for 10 years. Man, because I like when he's like, when Peter tells him, "Oh, I saw you in a magazine. You're chilling at the beach with some models." He's like, "Yeah," and he's kind of like dipshitty, but kind of cool, like a fuckboy.
I don't like this Harry at all.
Nah.
No.
Yeah, I don't like him at all either. I'm just saying, like, he's kind of in that first scene when they're trying to build it up. It's kind of cool.
Trying to talk about their friendship and shit.
Yeah, and he's
exposition walk.
He's all he's all talking about like he's like, "Oh, I forgot the joke. I'm not even gonna mention it." But Harry makes a joke. It was pretty funny. But Peter kind of just looks at him like, "Bro, that's my girlfriend. Like, don't say that." And then but here's the thing. Here's the problem with this movie so far. One, Peter breaks up with Gwen because he keeps seeing Dennis Leary's ghost, right? The first time it made sense. Well, I guess if you want to call it his ghost, but it's kind of like his mind playing tricks on him.
No, it's his ghost.
He's
saying no.
Yeah. He kind of sees.
Bad Spidey.
He's on the front of that armored truck, right? And
he's
looks
like, I guess Spider-Man is a menace.
He sees the cop car and he looks and he sees Dennis Leary in there shaking like, "Bruh, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he's like,
taking
"Fuck."
down Gwen and shit.
Yeah.
Demon time.
He just looks up. He's like, "Oh!"
Then later on, he sees him at the graduation. He sees him again. He breaks up with Gwen Stacy. But then he stalks her for a couple months. And then she tries to get back with him, kind of. But he also really wants to get back with her. So they get back together. But then he's unsure again. And it's just like, bro, I'm getting tired of this shit. Like,
this whole will they, won't they between two movies where all I really want is this action.
all I really want is some action. Yeah, and then, like...
Yeah.
But so did he.
It's because he's like, oh, I still can't... I don't know if I should really still be with you, though. She's like, oh, well, I'm going to go to London,
But
probably.
then again, they're high school students, though.
And he's like,
They just
oh...
got out of high school.
They just graduated, yeah. He's like, oh, London? Oh, London? Yeah, is that okay?
A lot of places to swing around there.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, go ahead. I think, and then it's so annoying. Like, he never really wants to. He never fully says what he wants to say.
Yeah.
Because I like in the first one, she kind of finished what he was gonna say. Yeah, but in this one, he just doesn't say anything, and it's like, it's not because he doesn't want to. It's just because Tobey Maguire wouldn't say anything because he knew why he was not supposed to, and he's gonna stick to that. This Peter Parker's like so fucking wishy-washy on what he wants, you know. He's like, he doesn't know whether to commit or not. It's fucking annoying. And I hate all he did it in the first one, but in the second one he really says everything twice. Like, Harry asked him,
Spider-Man 2.
Harry asked him a question. He goes, when they're hanging out by the pier, he's like, Harry asked him a question. He goes, that's a question. Does it flip over a bar? That's a question. I'm like, bitch, spit it out already, motherfucker. And then it's fucking, the movie's long as shit. There's a lot of boring romance scenes. It's fucking terrible. And you get Electro, and I don't even want to talk about the movie, man. It's just, this movie sucks.
He uplifts Electro. He uplifts the citizen that he saved.
He did
And
uplift
then
him.
there's like these scenes where he's like walking around Oscorp and shit, and you know, like when that one I sent you,
The
with
guy from
mug?
The Office.
Yeah, with the mug where he accidentally, with like quotations, knocks down 3 people.
Oh, that one, I like that scene. Yeah.
And then that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just good scenes in this movie. They just didn't know where they're going with the story, and it was like, you guys had like fucking Felicity in this movie. Like, you
Yeah.
could have definitely done something.
I remember both times I watched the movie. The first time I watched it, when me, Angel, and Juan watched it, I was like, oh shit, that's fucking Black Cat, because her name's Felicia.
Felicia Hardy.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I was like, now the second time I'm like, this bitch looks familiar. I looked her up. She's the Rogue One girl. I was like, oh, cool.
Jyn Erso?
She's Jyn Erso, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
And they didn't do nothing with her. She's just Harry's secretary. He gets the little...
I think that was the plan. I think the next movie was supposed to be Black Cat and Venom. And like, you know,
That'd be cool.
it was like a
I like
everything's dark in this movie type deal.
Yeah.
that. I like that a lot.
He gets the hard drive from his dad. He drops it on his desk. And all of a sudden, he just sees like this fucking armor. So then when he gets his goblin...
Dude, that train thing... What the fuck?
I don't even know what's moving.
I don't know if that was 1 or 2, but that whole train thing with the dad, that was 2, right?
Train.
Yeah, he goes downstairs.
Yeah, that's part 2. Yeah.
Oh, fuck?
Yeah, because in the beginning of the movie, the dad's trying to download his spider research, and so the guy tries to kill him. I don't know how he's gonna get the research, but it's been downloading all these years, and when Peter finally figures out the secret, and he opens up the dad's laboratory in the train, it finishes the download. And just the fact that he's trying to figure out all this shit about his parents, and Aunt May's just like, no, you're my son. I took care of you. You're my kid. You're my child. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch. You're so annoying. And like, I don't know if they were trying to recreate that amazing scene from part 1. Look, Peter, I know I'm not your father. Then stop acting like it. You know, that's great. I like how Ben's worried about him, and Peter's all like, what do you think I'm doing? Like, what do you think I'm gonna be a criminal after this? Like, no. Like, the way Peter talks to Uncle Ben is like real. That's like real conversation you would have growing up as a kid, you know? If a father figure or someone's trying to talk to you. But this right here is just like, the boy wants to figure out who his parents were. Why are you getting so mad about it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, man, it's...
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just because they probably know that it's like some fucking...
It's top secret shit.
Yeah, some top secret shit that will get him killed if he does know it.
Uh-huh.
So they're like, don't do it. But then at the same time, they're like, this was your father's stuff.
Well, Uncle Ben was like that. The Aunt May was... And even in the first one, yeah, she was like, don't look it through that thing. I'm gonna put that back in the garage. Mama."
Heresy.
Yeah,
This is the devil's work.
man.
It's the devil's suitcase.
I do like how Harry frees Electro and uses Electro to do his bidding and shit. Like, I like how they run up on that one fool, stop his heart when he's not complying, and then restart it and then intimidate him. That shit was
Yeah,
tight.
there's like cool scenes in this movie, but
Yeah.
I hate that Harry.
Yeah, I hate the fucking Harry, bro.
I hate that
He's
Harry.
terrible.
Dude. That was horrible, dude.
What does he say when
I don't
when
like the actor choice. I don't like how he
Dane
acted.
DeHaan? Yeah, I don't even like Dane DeHaan, bro.
This motherfucker had a tantrum on the couch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Remember
It ruined my movie experience.
Remember when Spider-Man goes into him in his room and tells him, "I can't give you my blood," and he dips out? What does
that's
Spider-Man? What does he say? He's like,
I don't fucking know.
Fuck.
Something. It's Spider-Man.
"Yeah."
And then he goes into the couch.
He's like, "I hate Spider-Man."
Yeah.
I forget what
Yeah,
he
he
says.
literally says like something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
like-
gonna kill Spider-Man.
he's like,
or
"Curse
some
you,
shit."
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, curse you. Yeah, I think that was it. Curse you, Spider-Man.
Something like that. I don't know. It's because my brother never watched either of those movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I rented them off YouTube. I did this for you guys. I paid money for these to watch these movies. I already had all the other ones on DVD.
You paid money, and hopefully this ad pays us money too.
Are we back on?
We back on.
Yeah, man. Where was I?
We're talking about how much we hated.
Two.
The,
Oh yeah, yeah. So I rented these movies.
I didn't even finish my sentence. I said hated, and you're like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
yeah, all right.
Yeah, hate's a powerful thing. It's a strong word. I rented
But I
these.
really don't like you.
I rented these movies off YouTube, right? My brother watched them, and we both agreed, yeah, the first one was great. We both watched the second one, not at the same time, right? I watched it, I was like, this movie's shit. And now when I got home from work, he had finished watching it. He's like, yeah, that shit was boring as fuck. And he said the line when Harry's like, "Curse you, Spider-Man." I was like, oh my god, yeah, it's fucking terrible. I like how Gwen Stacy tells Andrew Garfield how to fucking demagnetize his webs or magnetize his webs, right? That part was tight. I like
Because
that.
she's a scientist.
Because she's a scientist.
And
It's
there's
cool.
a reason that she was at Oscorp.
Yeah, I even like when he's trying to magnetize it himself after their first battle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. But he can't figure it out, but I like how Gwen Stacy is able to figure it out for him. But the fact that she comes back, runs Electro over, I still don't like that. I don't like how she tries to stay afterwards, only to get killed. It's fucking
Whoa,
dumb.
spoilers.
But she does die, and that
He said, but she does die.
that death does mean a lot to the character and shit, and to future movies, which is cool. But just how we got there is just stupid. Like Harry pulling up on him, looking at Peter, looking at Gwen Stacy, and going,
I like
"Peter
Electro.
Hey, Peter Parker, you're Peter Parker." And he looks.
I like Electro. They did, yeah, the way he looks. I don't like his suit that they gave him after the fact. I wouldn't have minded fucking Mr. Manhattan fucking Electro. Like a naked Electro. I wouldn't have minded that. But that weird suit that they gave him, I don't know, there's just something about it that was like weird. And then the look of Green Goblin's terrible. Like just the look of a few things. Like
It's stupid, bro. He gets the blood. He's holding a gun to a guy, and he's making the guy shoot
oh
him
yeah,
up with
they
the
didn't
blood.
have to make fucking him look like a fucking actual geek.
Who? Harry?
No, Electro.
Oh, Electro.
The
Dude,
gap teeth and
thank
stuff?
you. Like, bro, why is it that when you want to show a nerd, you have to make the stereotypical nerd? Like,
Yeah.
he didn't have to have a fucking bald ass head, the stupid comb over with the bald ass head.
The four hair strands or something.
You know what? Like the comb over is not even that bad because he could just shave it as Electro or whatever, or have his hair gone because he felt electricity or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the gap teeth, the glasses, like
The glasses.
his hunch over is like.
It's like when they
Come
made
on,
Donatello in the Ninja Turtle movie, the new one, the Michael Bay one. They literally gave him glasses with tape on it. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, you don't need to do that. It's
Does
fucking
he actually not able to see?
Yeah. It's fucking retarded,
He's a
man.
mutated turtle.
He's a mutated metahuman with electricity powers.
Exactly.
Well, this
Exactly.
this
No,
well, this
yeah.
is before.
After the fact, but-
Yeah, but it's just dumb. They didn't have. I like the fact that they kind of show you he's a little off, but at the same time, I don't like how fucking nerdy they try to portray him. You know, when he makes his own birthday
They
cake.
are pretty stereotypical in this whole movie, though. Especially with like Peter toward the beginning, how they made him like this cool outcast Peter, like not like I have the
I
skateboard.
ride
I
a
ride the skateboard and have the thing, and I talk quirky, blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah, I relate
That's
to,
kind of like the way that they made these movies was to appeal to like
Skaters.
yeah yeah just skaters. Nah, if they were trying to appeal to skaters, he would have been fucking on the side of buildings with a skateboard.
on top of some shit.
Yeah, he would have been like,
Hey, he would have found some sick skate spots for sure.
hell yeah, dude, because he could stick to a skateboard.
Yeah.
So he could literally fucking like go straight down the fucking like Empire State Building.
Every Spider-Man goes woo.
Yeah.
It's like their trademark. And then
They having fun, dog.
they're having fun.
Just, you
And
gotta
then
say woo when you swing.
in No Way Home, when they all jump off, when they all are finally a cohesive
Yeah.
team and they all jump out, woo! They all say it, bro. That shit was tight. Oh, that was satisfying after watching every movie. But yeah, so
Oh, there was a thing that said like Tom Holland Spider-Man did the move that Captain America did on him in Civil War, where he webs his shield or whatever, and he does like this like flip, and like that flip makes Spider-Man fly like away, like another way. He did that same flip when he grabbed their webs and flipped them over.
no way.
Yeah, it was like
So like it was like a cool team up move.
kind of yeah,
Okay.
but instead of being thrown maliciously, he was thrown to help them land.
Yeah, man. Green Goblin just sucks. He just stumbles upon the fucking suit, the Green Goblin suit. I mean, they kind of set it up by him seeing the suit when he put the hard drive on the table accidentally.
But now he has like Spider-Man blood in him, and he
looks like a meth head.
yeah.
His hair's all like greased back. His teeth are rotten.
He has the meth mouth.
He has the
Like,
meth mouth.
And
Yeah.
then he has that fucking what was that? It was like called like croca or some shit or
cocaine.
no, it was like alligator crocodile. It was like
Oh.
one of those, and it like made people's like skin all gross and fucking.
Cocaine.
It's called the Osborn curse. Like, there's a name for it in the movie. But
yeah, in real life, like the drug, because you said he looked like a meth head, which he does, but there was like this other drug that's like called like croca or some shit, and it like makes people like have like harder skin and shit, like a crocodile.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. Like they look like they have like
Did you have yellow ice too? In
shit
there,
everywhere.
Eric?
I think so. But
Maybe,
he's just terrible. He
Doesn't
doesn't
matter.
even,
Stop making me think about it.
yeah, he doesn't even have good lines. That's the end of it. You know, fuck that movie.
That fool was just crying all the time.
Yeah.
Even when he was.
And you
like,
already mentioned it, that he
crazy.
didn't even like throw any punches or anything. They just punched each other.
Yeah. Watching this movie, there's 3 punches total and 1 drop kick throughout the whole movie.
You fucking like wrote it down.
I counted it as I was watching it.
It
I was
wasn't
like-
that much to
What
count.
about the last movie?
There's a lot. It was good. There was actually punches and shit.
Number
The
one was
one-
good. They
the-
really dropped the ball in two. I can see why it didn't continue.
Yeah, the only dumb part in Amazing Spider-Man 1 is when he's in the sewers with all these webs, and when Lizard comes down. No, that's not even dumb. It's when the Lizard. Okay, it's kind of dumb how the lizards are crawling on it, but when Lizard finally comes up and Spider-Man gets away, and then the camera goes off and he grabs property of Peter Parker. Bro, what the fuck? You're fucking Spider-Man. Why the fuck are you putting that shit on your camera?
And then, I think it'd be even more if Spider-Man's like, "Oh, him? Nah, I stole that camera."
I'm a menace, don't you
Yeah, I'm
remember?
a menace.
Yeah, dude.
Like Peter goes to talk to him later, and he's like, "Hey, Connor, like somebody stole my camera. I'm not gonna be able to come in. I gotta pick up some like overtime or some shit. Like I gotta find a way to get another camera."
Here's the thing. Amazing Spider-Man 1 came out in 2012, right? So did the Avengers. So Avengers was like, it blew up the box office, right?
That's why she was talking to Kevin Feige at the time.
Yeah, so I get why they try to make Amazing Spider-Man 2 bigger and fucking more shit, but you know, they skimped out on the action,
They skimped out on the plot.
the plot, everything. They fucking cut off the final fight scene, and the movie ends the same way as the trailer. That's heresy. We never get to see
Oh, you know what
Spider-Man
would've
versus
been kinda
Rhino
cool?
like that.
The credits are like the continuation of the fight.
That would have been cool. They didn't do
Yeah.
that though.
Oh, that would have been sick. All these fucking assholes, they robbed us.
Yeah, they did. And
Imagine being Paul Giamatti and fucking just like going on to set, and you're like, all right, you're gonna have to go fight Spider-Man. Oh, all right, sick. So what do? You stand there,
And run to him.
and that's kind of it.
you shoot your mechanized weapons. Here's the sad part. Paul Giamatti is a great fucking actor.
Yeah.
He steals movie scenes.
Yeah,
He literally does. Yeah, like in Hangover 2.
I am remembering. I'm sorry.
He pops out and he's looking for Chow. And he just fucking tears him a new one. But yeah, that's give or take how you feel about Hangover 2, but in other movies he does steal the show, right? He's a great actor, and in this movie he's just doing a really bad Russian accent. And he's really cartoony.
They gave him all these tattoos and shit.
They gave him these tattoos.
Yeah.
Ah, I kill Spider-Man. Yeah, he points a machine gun at him.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. But yeah, so
He was gonna kill the kid.
yeah, he was.
He was 100% gonna just kill that kid.
And if Andrew Garfield didn't pop in that graduation speech from Gwen Stacy, that kid would
There'd
have died.
be a dead kid.
Yeah. His mom was hot. His mom was hella fucking hot.
Yeah, but she wasn't exactly the best mother.
Yeah, she wasn't. Here's the thing.
Why'd you bring?
Why
Why are you there?
Why are all these people there?
Why are you guys there?
And you could tell me, hey, well, you like Spider-Man 3 and the final battle's in front of a bunch of people that just showed up. Well, I'm like, okay, well, they were really far away, and Sandman and Venom are...
Let's say that building goes down. They're running away, and they're most likely not going to get hurt.
Yeah, and they specifically wrote out in the web they want Spider-Man. You know, they're not aiming fucking high-powered machine guns at all these people.
Streets and shit.
Yeah. But this Rhino is. He's like, he's trying to kill people.
Everybody around him is in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so...
Hey, can we just talk about the typography that fucking Venom has in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man? Like,
cool.
it's like he literally read comics.
Yeah.
And he's like, give me Spider-Man, like, perfectly in it.
He's also a great...
Mary Jane's like, are you, like... You've been up there for like 2 hours. Are you okay?
He's also a great detective. This fool put together the Sandman plot.
Oh, yeah.
He
He
figured it out.
immediately just fucking caught him, too.
Yeah.
Like, in a random alley.
Yeah.
You hate Spider-Man. No, what was he saying? You want to kill Spider-Man.
You
I want to kill Spider.
You want to kill the spider. I want to kill the spider. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool. I like how when he runs up on Sandman and Sandman thinks it's Spider-Man, so he fucking grabs him and he screeches and he's like, ugh. That was cool. But yeah, so then I moved on to Captain America Civil War. The Captain America movies are great.
But
no, not but. They're just great.
Oh.
And Civil War is amazing. It was
the first Avengers, whatever.
It was so cool watching. The first Avengers, it has its moments, but I could talk about that another day. But Civil War has Spider-Man in it, and it's so cool was watching the Avengers be the Avengers. You know, like just seeing the team do their shit.
But they're not exactly doing that though. You mean like the very first scene
In Civil War? Yeah. They're on that mission.
Okay.
And then Scarlet Witch blows up. There's so many good lines. I really like how they show Tony doing Tony's thing. They show Cap. I like their arguments. I like that they put Thunderbolt Ross in there. It's perfect. I really hope he ends up becoming Red Hulk in some later movie. That'd be tight.
Me too, but I think they're just holding off because they don't know, like, health-wise, how to continue his legacy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are they going to do? Because they are having the Thunderbolts. I know for a fact they are.
Well, Red Hulk stays as Red Hulk, so they don't even have to really use him.
That's fucked up. But yeah.
That's true, but yeah. But yeah, this is fucking great. I like how they really like put the argument out there. It's great, and you can choose whatever side you want.
Mm-hmm.
Even all this time, I've always sided with Cap. I like what he tells Tony. He's like, "This was made by people with agendas, and agendas change." And he's like, and Tony's like, "Yeah, well, I chose." He tells Cap that when his company was making his weapons and shit, he's the one that decided to shut that down.
Mm-hmm.
And Cap is like, you chose to do that, Tony. By signing this, you give up your right to choose. It's crazy. I like the whole dynamic. I even like when Cap is caught up and they lock him up and they already caught Bucky. And that whole conversation when he has the pins, he's like, oh, I knew your father when he was a playboy, or not a playboy, a fucking, what do you call him? When you date a bunch of women, a womanizer or some shit. He's like, I knew your and then Tony's like, oh, yeah, something like that. He's like, oh, you knew my father? I didn't know that.
Gigolo?
You know, he only mentioned it about 3,000 times.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that, yeah. And I like how they're kind of talking it up, but then Cap asks where's Wanda at, and Tony's like, oh, she's safe at the compound. He's like, you locked her up in her compound? Like, that's fucked up. He's telling him it's fucked up, and they start getting a heated argument, and Cap is like getting mad, and Tony's like, she's not a U.S. citizen, and they don't grant visas to weapons of mass destruction. I'm like, ooh, fuck. Tony had a good point right there, you know? Like, it's great. And then I like how Cap goes, I wouldn't want to break up the set, dips out. But yeah, the movie's great, man. You get introduced to Black Panther. That was set up perfectly.
Yeah, it's pretty sad too.
Yeah, it's sad as fuck. You get fucking... And you see him, he's fully on the revenge.
Yeah,
like,
he's on that track, dog.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill somebody.
And
But then he forgets who he is. Chadwick Boseman.
Tony Stark goes to Queens. It's cool. He meets up with Peter. You get young Aunt May, Marissa Tomei.
I heard a theory that Peter is actually happened entirely because of Tony Stark. Because, you know, Peter accidentally gets bitten by a radioactive spider, blah, blah, blah. And they also say there's not exactly, like, a lot of places where that can happen, where a radioactive spider will be, like, out there, you know? So it had to happen at a Stark place. Most likely a Stark Expo. And where they retconned in Iron Man 2,
The little boy with
little boy,
with the helmet, yeah.
He's at a Stark Expo. So what they're saying is he normally goes there as 2 Stark Expos. So he, you know, he's a big fan of Tony Stark, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and Iron Man. So obviously he has this hero complex. He's going to keep going over there. So eventually, Stark Expo always happens like around the time that Peter said that it happened in Civil War. He said, like, I've been Spider-Man for like 6 months or some shit. What did he say? Yeah, so like 6 months before wherever that time place is in Civil War is most likely the time that the Stark Expos happened. And like he explains it all in the video and shit, but I don't remember the
I'm
video.
gonna have to
or the
watch it.
person.
Send it to me.
Okay,
Sounds
I'll find
crazy,
it.
man.
I'll try to find it. And then he says, basically, he got bitten at a Stark Expo.
That's cool.
It's like the whole thing.
Because, okay, people's complaint about this Spider-Man is that he's Tony Stark Jr. and not Spider-Man. And I don't fucking mind that. I don't mind that he's Tony Stark Jr. It's cool. I mean,
the only reason he's here is because of Tony Stark.
yeah, it's tight. And,
Like,
and we got 2 great Spider-Man. Well, we got 2 different Spider-Man universes. 1 trilogy being really great. 1 movie good on the other one.
Like I said before, though, they weren't finished, though.
Yeah, they weren't finished. So, but we got our own standalone Spider-Man movies. So I don't mind this new Spider-Man being different than the source material. I really don't. Why, you have a problem with
Where
Tony
the
Stark?
fuck is Uncle Ben?
You got a problem with Tony Stark Jr.?
I have a problem with Tony Stark Jr.
Apparently, what's your problem with him?
He's Tony Stark Jr.
I don't mind it. I think it's cool. I like how he tells him, because he tells him, why do you do it? Why do you swing around? And he's like, I couldn't
Show off.
He's like, I couldn't play football then, so I shouldn't now. I feel like, bro, if you want to play football, fucking go ahead. Especially if it's something you wanted to do, right? But that's how he feels, so whatever. But he says, but when you have
great power,
when you have something and you can't, and you don't do nothing about it, and then the bad things happen, you know, that's pretty cool. Basically saying idleness is bad, which it is.
Evil.
Yeah. And so I like how Tony sets him up to join his team. The fucking airport battle is amazing. Ant-Man's fucking hilarious. I feel like Ant-Man stole the show when I watched it in theaters.
Yeah, it was really good.
I liked him more than Spider-Man in that movie.
I think around the time I worked at the Lego store a little bit,
and
the airport scene got
Lego
spoiled.
Set? Okay, yeah.
Because the Lego set. Yeah.
That's funny.
did.
Which Lego does. They always release their toys and shit like before the movie, and like they show off.
Yeah. Even Marvel
scenes that happen. Yeah.
And Lego's more spoiler with it. Definitely more spoiler with it.
Legos is like the most spoilery.
Yeah. Marvel Legends, they sometimes release spoilers with their toy line, but the thing is though is that they're making toys off of
I've been told.
No, the prototype. They get prototypes of the costumes and they make the toys off of that. So the thing about No Way Home though is that we haven't got an Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Green Goblin, Octavius. We haven't got any new toys of them. And I want my toys of them.
Give me my Spider-Man. Give me my toys of Spider-Man.
Yeah. Bro, it's crazy. But anyways, yeah, so
I want toys of Spider-Man.
I want toys of
And
Spider-Man.
it's him holding the Toy Biz Spidey's like
Yeah, dude. Again, we're already on the subject of toys, but when the first Armored Spider-Man figure came out
Oh yeah, that was crazy, dude.
for SH Figure Arts, it had the
I thought you meant like the silver Iron Spider.
I saw that at Target, MK1. That shit looks tight. Yeah, what's it called? But the first Iron Man, the Iron Spider for the MCU, I kind of don't like the suit because it kind of just looks like the regular suit, but just like armored up. I like the OG armored comic suit that it's all red and gold. But when they came out with the SH Figure Arts version of it, people didn't like it because it literally looked like the regular suit. Like it didn't even have like a metallic paint to it.
Yeah.
So it looked like the regular suit, just with like a gold armor part on the symbol, right? And then so people like the Mayfix one more because it actually had the metallic paint. But I high key kind of like the SH Figure Arts one, yeah. Even though it was like, I like matte finishes, but I also kind of like that it looked like that, you know, just one armor part across the chest and shit. So then when they made the Endgame version of SH Figure Arts Iron Spider-Man, they actually gave it the metallic paint, and I have that figure. I didn't get to get the first one, but I have the Endgame one, and it's fucking dope. And now with the No Way Home movie, Dr. Octavius rips off some of the nanotech from the Spider-Man suit, and then later on he gives it back to him.
Which I feel like Peter kind of just gave it to him. I don't feel like he ripped it off, really, because I mean it just kind of made sense for the nanotech and shit. And he looked cocky after the fact too.
Who, Peter?
Yeah, Peter, because he hacked the system and everything, and he's like, "Oh, what? You can't move." Like, you know what I mean?
Kind of.
I feel like that shit just wouldn't have happened like without Peter staying to do it. You know?
I kind of get you, but it kind of looks like he kind of just stumbled upon it too, at the same time. And then now that he has it, he's like, "Oh yeah, got you now." But yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
If
he didn't
when later on when Dr. Octavius gives him some of that nanotech back, and now Peter's suit is literally the regular suit with a gold armor plate, so now it looks like the toy, and I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking tight. So that's like one of the only toys for that movie released so far in the SH Figure Arts line, and then that shit got sold out, and I was like, fucking I really wanted that shit.
So you're like, I should just buy the other one.
Which one?
The one with the matte finish.
The old one? No, that shit sold out too. But yeah, so that's the toy line. But anyways, yeah, the way they set up this Spider-Man is really fucking cool. And I like how
Under rules.
Yeah, the whole thing. He's like, hey everybody, and he's fucking strong in this movie, dude.
Hey,
he fucking catches Winter Soldier's arm. Whoa, you have a metal arm. Like, whoa, those wings, are they carbon fiber? Because how are they so lightweight? Blah blah blah. I don't know if you've ever been in a fight before, but there's usually not this much talking. He's like, oh yeah, sorry about that, dude. When he's fucking catching Falcon and fucking Winter Soldier throws that big ass thing at him, and then he takes cover and he looks back and he's like, hey, you dropped this, throws it right back at him. That scene's fucking amazing, bro. It's like, right? It's fucking great. And
they're both laying down next to each other, and he's
and he whipped him. He's like, sorry, Stark told me to web him, or I don't know, some shit like that. It was cool. And then when he's fighting Cap and like they're going, it's a pretty good fight. And then he's like, what else did he tell you? He's like, that you think you're right, but you're wrong, and that makes you dangerous. Cap's like, yeah, like it's pretty crazy because that's like evil villain 101. You know,
hey, where you from?
Brooklyn.
No, Queens.
Oh yeah, Queens. Brooklyn.
No, Spider-Man says Queens, and he's like, Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's like a jog away.
Yeah.
He like doesn't even run away. He's like.
I like how a fucking I think it might be in the Homecoming movie or some shit, but I forget what movie it was because they kind of all bleed together at some point. But Tony tells Peter, he's like, I took on Cap, and Iron Man's like, trust me, if Cap wanted to defeat you, he would have did it, you know? Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, because he wanted to go back into the fight, and he's like, no.
Something like that.
He sent him home after the Civil War thing.
Yeah, but I think it might have that conversation might have happened in Homecoming. But yeah, it's great. I like it.
It happened later because of everything that happened. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man's already out like by that time, basically.
Yeah, but we have some more movies to cover, so I'm gonna stop talking about Civil War because I could just gush about it forever.
Yeah, we're already 23 minutes in.
Yeah, so boom, next movie. I watched this one with Angel because he hadn't seen it yet. We watched Infinity War and Endgame together. Infinity War is fucking amazing.
Are you gonna mash them together, or are you gonna talk about them separately?
Mash them together.
Okay.
Well, yeah, kind of. Infinity War is basically just boom, high octane action the whole way through. Action. Yeah, it's just fucking. It's a war. It's fucking tight.
And then they're like, let's give you the exposition, but like in the action.
In the action, yeah. Man, the way Peter, I love the way Hulk is already with Doctor Strange and Wong, and Tony goes with and meets up with them, and they're already like taking shots at each other. And then when they walk out the fucking the Sanctum Sanctorum, and the fucking alien spaceship's already like in the fucking city, and everyone's running. I love that scene, dude. It's just crazy how like we're literally moving. Here we go.
Yeah,
we're in the
everything's
action.
going, everything's going.
Yeah.
Everything's going. You think that heroes like would see people running and would hurry to the danger?
Yeah.
But they're like walking like cautiously, like.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on out there.
I like how Tom Holland's on the bus and his spider sense goes off. He's like, "Whoa, Ned, make a distraction. We're all gonna die." Yeah. And then,
Jeez, you kids never seen an alien spaceship before?
yeah, it's cool, man. I like how Tony's like.
R.I.P.
I like how Tony's telling Hulk or Bruce Banner to fucking Hulk out. He's like, "You're embarrassing me in front of the wizard."
Yeah.
Man, and then the way he gets the iron suit, goes in space.
What I like is Kevin Feige's take on like the male erectile dysfunction and how the Hulk portrays it perfectly.
I thought you were serious.
Impotence.
Impotence. I'm impotent, bitch.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's the meaning.
Ebony Maw's my favorite of those 4 Thanos generals, and they beat him in space. But he was
like easily.
He's
like the easiest one.
He was going hard as fuck though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and
isn't that crazy? He's literally like the hardest person. Like he's OP basically.
Yeah,
he's OP, and they fucking kill him like
launching him out in space. Yeah,
he's like in space like
yeah.
they make him into a joke literally.
I love Thanos, bro. I fucking love him. I love how he's basically our new generation's Darth Vader. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, basically, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That they open him in a scene where he kicks the Hulk's ass. Like
yes, he
like kicks his ass.
He does an FU on him too. It's the attitude adjustment. It's pretty cool. Man, he kicks his ass. Yeah. What'd you think about it, Angel?
What?
Infinity War.
Yeah, I want to hear what your take is, Angel. You barely even talked.
I liked Infinity War. I like seeing the heroes die a lot. Thanos is cool. I didn't really like Thanos a lot just because I just didn't like Thanos. I just wanted to see chaos. Really, that's the only reason why I like that movie, because there's so much chaos.
He wasn't about chaos. He was about balance.
He's about balance and order.
Yeah, in order to, it's all two of the same coin. To have order, you have to go through chaos. To have chaos, you have to go through order. Like it's all the same kind of thing. You do order by doing chaos, so that chaos within chaos.
We watched the latest season of Young Justice. I think we know a thing or two about chaos and balance.
I was about to bring that up.
Yeah. Within chaos, that's when you make your order.
You're gonna like season 4 of Young Justice. Yeah. They have gods of order and gods of chaos, and they kind of agree with each other on some things just so they can keep the balance.
Yeah, it's all.
But so you don't like? Why don't you like Thanos though?
I was trying to figure it out the whole time I was trying to watch the movie, and I don't know.
You're just a hater, dog.
Yeah, I am a hater. I'm a full on hater. Like I don't hate a lot of things, but when I do hate it, like
I'm a full on hater. I don't hate a lot of things.
Because I'll just like something, or like I'll like something. I won't like something, but it's just it might have to do something with me too. Like if I see something within that person that I would see me do, I'll be like, that was a lame.
Yeah.
It's just a me thing, I guess.
So what'd you think of Spider-Man in that movie?
Spider-Man in that movie?
Yeah.
Let me think.
There's a scene in the beginning where he like goes immediately to fight fucking big ass alien fools.
I skipped the movie. I skipped Homecoming. My bad.
Oh man.
Homecoming. I watched Homecoming, and they nerfed Spider-Man. What? You know how I was talking?
Bad.
They were nerfed him pretty bad. You know when I was talking about how he gets beat by the Shocker and Ned has to save him? Well, it turns out he didn't have his web shooters on yet. So I guess that's kind of like a. I don't dock it as many points as before. I thought.
How much less points do you dock?
I can't really say, but it definitely gives it more of an excuse for him to get beat up by the Shocker, I guess. But it's cool how Ned saves him, and their friendship is cool. Zendaya, the relationship hasn't really been. She's there, and she's. I like how Ned waves hi to Peter, and Zendaya flips him off. Pretty funny. I like Flash Thompson. I'm not gonna lie. I do like his Flash Thompson, the little Guatemalan Flash Thompson. I like when he starts. Penis Parker is pretty funny. I like how he's the DJ. He's talking shit. I like how he's on the debate team with them and shit. It's pretty funny.
He's like always around them. Like he's legitimately their friend, but not there.
Yeah.
Like
that's kind of weird and funny at the same time.
Yeah.
He's just always there.
I like how Peter steals his car, his dad's car, and fucks it up.
I don't understand Flash's story really.
Yeah, me neither.
Because he has all this like rich stuff, but then again, like the parents are never there and like they don't really talk to him.
Yeah, because at the end of the second one, when they're at the airport and then he finds the butler, he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, mother couldn't make it." And he just looks down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
just,
he
or he
his-
looks off into the
yeah,
distance.
and he has his Instagram and his live, and he has a bunch of bot accounts.
Bro, he does. He has bot accounts.
Those are bot accounts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
a bunch of the views
He's
and
just,
shit.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
He's
you
hyper
could,
depressive and shit.
yeah, you can tell on the thing.
I like how he calls his viewers the flash mob. I always thought that was
Yeah,
fucking
Flash
dope.
Mob, that's cool.
Yeah, but
He's reading Flash Mob. Oh, that's
That's
good. That's amazing. I mean, not amazing. What was it?
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Homecoming was cool, man. They showed the Shocker, they showed Vulture, they showed the Tinkerer. It's tight. I like how the Vulture was
Oh, they showed damage control.
Michael Keaton. They showed damage control. That's great. I like how fucking in the beginning of the movie when they're showing the damage after
you have to world build in these movies.
Yeah,
now.
you have
You
to.
literally have to.
Al-
That was the problem with Amazing Spider-Man. They didn't world build, so leading into Spider-Man 2, you can't do anything
Yeah,
without it.
shit was just all over the place.
Mhm.
They had Flash Thompson. They could have did shit with them,
They
but they
could have
didn't.
with them. They world builded the wrong thing.
Yeah, they
anyway.
didn't build upon the world building they already did.
Yeah,
That's what they did.
Yeah,
yeah.
They built a different building.
Yeah. Oscorp. That's what they built.
Yeah.
No, but well, Oscorp was always there, I guess. But anyways, I like how one of the fucking government workers kind of tries to throw some shade at Vulture,
Yeah.
and he just straight up decks him.
Yeah.
I love that. It's fucking tight. And
People in high authority always think that they fucking can just talk down on people, dog.
yeah,
Like,
Oh,
and expect something.
That's why I hated Thanos.
why?
Because he was talking down on people, mainly.
Bro, he has a reason to talk down to people, dude.
He beat up the Hulk.
He can beat up the whole.
No, I mean like his mentality, like, oh, all these people are killing themselves or this and this, so I have to bring order to it.
Uh-huh.
It's like, dog, you're conquering planets, dog. It's like you're probably one of the main reasons why a lot of the universe is probably in chaos. And then just for you to snap your fingers for more chaos to ensue, like, that's crazy to me.
Nah, he just fapped his fingers because he wanted to do it faster.
That's what it was on.
Yeah, he was doing the balance himself, but he's like,
But still at the same
like
time,
this takes forever.
like it's like the hypocrisy. How you say, Ivan? Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy?
Yeah, of like bringing chaos to bring order. Like that's how you're supposed to do it. But like for him to think that order comes just by doing this because he is order. You know, it's not that it's coming from chaos. It's like he is order. And
They talk about it later on in a What If episode. So basically, the one where Star-Lord is Black Panther, Black Panther convinces Thanos that he was wrong, and Thanos is like, "Oh, I'm a big enough man to admit it when I'm wrong." So basically, just nobody came up to him for a better solution.
So,
He had the solution in his head. He was like, "This is the way to do it," and that's what he did.
I'm gonna
So
watch
if
those.
somebody came up to him with a better suggestion, he would have probably thought about it. So
that's crazy. But is he really the type of person you can actually talk to like that?
I
Yeah.
think so. And
You think so?
Yeah.
if he respects you, yeah.
Oh, I get you.
I like
get you
how,
on that.
yeah, because when
he was
he,
literally talking to Loki and
Yeah.
a bunch of people.
he was talking to Loki, he
Yeah,
talked
you're
to Stark.
Yeah, you right on that one.
I like how he tells Tony, he's like, the rest of the population will know your name.
And he goes up. He doesn't fight Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange fights him.
Yeah, he cares about his people too.
Yeah,
When
I
it-
get you
he's
on
sad
that.
when he finds out Ebony Maw died, and he's like, this day just extracts a heavy toll. So, I think it's pretty fucking cool. He does do heinous things, but he thinks he's in the right. He's basically like he's
a
basically
he's a villain.
Like
he's a
delusional.
villain.
he's
Yeah.
a villain. He's the embodiment of the means justify my ends.
And justify my means.
Yeah, my means justify my ends. My ends justify my means.
He's Salazar, not Sadler.
Was that a joke from episode 36 of the Fools podcast? Make sure to catch that episode as well.
Yeah, so Homecoming was cool. It was funny. I like it. It's cool. They kind of nerfed him. Kind of bums me out, but it's still a good movie. I like the whole Tony aspect in it. I like how you see Tony's new suit, which is based off the Ultimate Iron Man suit, which I love. And then by the time we get to Infinity War, he already has the nanotech, and it just comes out. And he's just fucking powerful. I love the nanotech suit. That's my favorite suit.
That's like you can't beat it. You
can't beat it, yeah.
But also, the fact that they were gonna give us a Doctor Strange in the nanosuit scene during the Ebony Maw fight,
Uh-huh.
but they were like, "Oh, that's gonna take too long."
We got cheaped out then.
Yeah.
Man,
it looks cool because they have concept art of it. His Eye of Agamotto is where the repulsor will be.
oh, that sounds so dope.
Yeah,
Because all these years, I never really.
But also, it wouldn't exactly make sense like by the end of it because like, you'd be like, well, he still hates fucking like Tony and everything, you know.
All these years, I never really. I liked Iron Man, you know. I would go watch the movies and stuff, but it's not like he was one of my top favorite heroes, right? It's until Infinity War, I was like, damn, Iron Man's fucking dope. Yeah, but
You're not from Planet Squidward.
Dude, Endgame. It's a dope movie. I could watch it, and there's a lot of good action payoff. The war.
But you didn't even finish the you're talking about Spider-Man. You didn't even finish the part of Spider-Man at the end of Infinity War.
My bad. So everyone gets dusted away because of Thanos, and then,
or even to him during the fight with Thanos.
bro, he was going hard.
He's going ham.
He was going hard, man. Spider
He's
punch,
talking,
spider kick.
Spider kick.
And then like they have him down, and then how'd you feel when Peter Quill? They almost had the gauntlet off of Thanos, and Peter Quill beats him.
Right here. We have it right here.
That shit was crazy. But was that when they were pulling it off?
Yeah, they were pulling it off.
Yeah.
And Mantis was controlling
it's really
it.
cool
It was actually kind of. They actually did that scene pretty well. Like that anxiety building and stuff.
You know,
Like,
you know what's really
damn,
cool
is
too?
what's gonna happen?
The fact that they have Spider-Man and Iron Man pulling off the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man has them sticky fingers.
No, yeah,
Bro.
He has a repulsor and shit.
Yeah. Man, it's cool too because like that's his man. One of my all-time favorite MCU jokes in the entire series is when they run up on each other, the Guardians and Iron Man and the company.
Yeah.
And they each get a hostage and shit. And Doctor Strange is like, "What? Let me ask you this: what master do you serve? What master do I serve? What am I supposed to say? Jesus? So you're from Earth?" He's like, "I'm from Missouri. That's on Earth, dumbass." Fucking amazing, dude. It's hilarious. Or he's like, "Where's Gamora? I'll give you one better. Who's Gamora? I'll do you better. Why is Gamora?"
Which is actually a question that we're asking right now.
Yeah, it's great. I like how this is off Spider-Man topic, but I like how Peter Quill is actually gonna shoot Gamora, but then Thanos loves his bubbles and the bubbles come out, and then like,
I mean, what do you expect?
yeah,
Like you have to kill her like
Thanos really like,
immediately.
yeah,
He was
like,
already holding Gamora and everything, and he
Yeah.
had his fucking gauntlet up.
he had his gauntlet up. Thanos like he literally
was
was
waiting
like,
for it.
yeah, he was like, "Go ahead, shoot her." He pushes her into the gun.
Yeah, I like this one.
He's like, "I like him." That was cool.
They have a dinner scene like Darth Vader with Han Solo and everyone.
I've altered the deal. Pray do not alter it any further.
It's Thanos and everybody is sitting at this table.
Man. Yeah, so at the end, you go back to the Titan planet, and basically all the Guardians get dusted except for Nebula. And Strange gets dusted, and then Peter walks up to Tony. He's
Rocket.
like, oh, on the planet, though, of Titan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rocket stays. And Peter's like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel good. And Angel was laughing during that scene. I thought Angel was going to be sad.
Why?
I don't know.
Like I said, chaos is crazy to me.
What's your fucking problem?
told
I
you.
cried during that scene. Hard. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Like, I told you. Like,
The way he looks at him and he gets dusted, man, you know that shit. Well, it kind of weighed on his conscience, Tony.
Kind of.
Well, it's because he gets content with his new life after the dusting, you know, or the blip. And he has a daughter. He doesn't want to throw it all away.
He was pretending he was content. He
You
was
think
faking
so?
it until he made it.
You think so?
oh yeah.
He still had a picture of Spider-Man up.
He did?
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
his
remember.
daughter. That's how he solved the time travel problem. Because he had the certificate or whatever it was upside down.
Oh, that's when he went to the belt, huh? He was like, oh fuck, I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
he
since
did
he had it
that shit at
upside
night.
down, he turned his shit upside down. He was like, oh,
Shit, crazy.
shit. Yeah, so it's because of Spider-Man that he solved time.
Yeah, so Endgame shows us Hawkeye's family get dusted.
Immediately.
Yeah. Ronan was cool, but like we didn't really get too much of Ronan.
Yeah, I was really like cock teased on Ronan. Like I was really excited.
Watch Hawkeye.
I don't know. It's too,
You don't know.
I got Disney Plus now, and
It's
yeah,
5
it goes
years
with
of
Disney
him
Plus.
being Ronin.
Yeah.
is it,
Yeah. No,
So-
they show you some parts of Ronin, but I'm telling you that there's 5 years of Ronin.
oh, like
so
in the
basic-
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get you on that, but it's like
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
so yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's cool how he has like Japanese tattoos and shit now too.
Yeah.
And he has the faux. I like the faux hawk. He looks cool.
Yeah.
And but I shit you not, when I saw, because when you see Black Widow at the bottom of the fucking temple, I that scene made me laugh because she felt exactly like Gamora. And I was like,
funny.
Oh, she fell?
No, the fact.
Oh, when she sacrificed herself?
yeah, when she
Yo,
sacrificed
I
herself.
just like that
Oh,
one.
no, she didn't. That's what I hated about that movie too.
Okay,
Was the
lay
whole
it on us.
sacrificing thing, man. Cause
But you don't mind the Thanos throwing Gamora
no,
off because it's him sacrificing
yeah,
him.
because apparently that if that's genuine, that's who he loved. That's
Yeah.
what he loved. And so if you're throwing yourself off, like, how can you say you love? That's greedy and selfish. You're throwing yourself for someone else. What? I don't know. That's weird to me.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel you.
like if you're gonna sacrifice something you love, like it has to be an actual like Mayans sacrificing heads, you know, like for the gods and stuff. Like it's actually an actual act. Like that's what builds that bond, is that act of sacrificing. Like
Apparently,
Nah, I don't
originally they were gonna have.
All you
Apparently,
need is a dead body.
apparently, originally they were gonna have the Chitauri people and shit, like Thanos' army there, for them to fight off and then have the sacrifice. It still would have been a sacrifice of them sacrificing themselves, but they took all that shit out.
like
So
if it was just a straight sacrifice, alright, maybe, you know.
like if Hawkeye like
Yeah.
tipped her over or some shit.
No. If the guy was like, "Oh yeah, you just have to sacrifice something," you know, you just need a sacrifice.
Not just what you love.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Okay, I
what
get
makes
you.
it like. Well, it needs that bond. You
Well,
know?
they do have a bond. I mean,
but
Hawkeye
to
doesn't have his
to
family.
sacrifice yourself to it's like it's not part of the contract. It's like yeah, you sacrifice something, but
Oh, okay, I get
you
you
get
now.
me?
Yeah.
You didn't honor
Because
the
you're
contract.
sacrificing yourself, and you're saying that you're the one sacrificing yourself. So how do you love yourself?
Yeah, like oh, I love myself, so okay, I can sacrifice myself for this. Or I love Black Widow enough to sacrifice myself. Like you have to actually sacrifice what you love.
What about the fact
Like
that
the truth, like
what about the fact that he's holding on to her and then she
That's when it becomes. That's when it makes sense to me, because
Okay.
like he actually has to let go and like actually like sever that bond.
Yeah.
You know. That's
Maybe-
when it be, that's why I was mad until that happened.
Okay.
Like I didn't say shit about it until like I seen like the resolve into it, because it wouldn't have made sense to me at all
yeah.
if Hawkeye just jumped off. Like for me, I feel like if he would have just jumped off, nothing would have happened, and then like Black Widow would have no one to sacrifice, and then boom, that shit would have been
She would
dead.
have been dead for nothing.
Yeah, it would have been dead for nothing.
Yeah.
Nah, she would have spent 5 years with Red Skull building up a relationship and then pushing him off.
Oh yeah, oh, that's what it was.
And Red Skull's like,
He's like,
a treasure that I can't possess.
But at the end of the day, I watched this movie because I had Spider-Man in it.
You know, there's a thing about that Soul Stone thing though.
Okay, what's up?
Out of all the stones, that's the only one that has a fucking
Sacrifice
yeah,
built in?
like a contract or
Like-
a limit, like
just a way to get it.
yeah, that's crazy, huh? Like,
Like everything else.
The
Like,
Soul Stone.
one guy
demands
collected
sacrifice.
one.
It is the biggest one.
Yeah, it's soul. So I get that too, I guess. But eternity, I don't know.
Soul.
I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.
Reality, I don't know. That's kind of heavy too.
Exactly. So yeah, I think it was Cinnamon Sins. They were like, all right, so you're saying somebody could have power, reality, the mind, and
Time.
time.
You can't have
But
soul.
you draw the line at soul.
That's a viable joke, man.
Yeah, I freaking watched this movie because Spider-Man's in it, and he pops up at the end, and he comes back. Great scene, great fight scenes.
I also didn't like fucking as much as like the Hulk was like weak throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, he
this
got
fool
nerfed
gets
too.
This fool gets cucked. This fool gets cucked.
He gets nerfed.
Yeah,
You don't even get to see him do anything.
but not only that, like this was cucked.
How do you mean cooked?
Like fucking.
Explain yourself.
So Hawkeye's family dies, and
Yeah.
then so now the spark with like Black Widow and Hawkeye are like kind of like inflamed, and that's why they sacrifice each other, because they love each other, and fucking and
Oh, I
fucking
think I know what you mean.
Black Widow and the Hulk are supposed to have like that little love thing too, you know, like that
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast type shit, and so like this was all already cucked out. Oh, he can't go into his Hulk mode. And then not only that, she's giving fucking googly eyes to Hawkeye the whole time. This is crazy.
Well,
She,
no,
no,
they're-
she
they're
loves
friends.
Hawkeye like a fucking
Yeah.
like a brother, like a friend.
I like on Civil War when they're fighting each other.
There's no relationship happening there, especially since Hawkeye has a fucking family.
Well, they're dusted.
I like
That's where he's getting back.
Yeah, I like when
Now
like,
he's jumping off the cliff for her.
because
then she'll take care of them.
You could
he's
love-
doing it for them.
you could love someone platonically.
Yeah, I could get that. Yeah, but I don't know.
No, I think Angel's in the past though.
No,
What do you
no,
mean?
You only see love as a sexual, man.
no, I don't.
I don't know, man.
Oh no, I do not.
I like when Hawkeye and Black Widow are fighting in Civil War, and then she's like, "We're still gonna be friends after this, right? Depends on how bad you hurt me, or something like that." But then fucking Scarlet Witch kind of ruins it. She's all like,
Yeah, she
"You're
throws
not
her
pulling
off,
your
like-
punches." I was like, "Alright, shut up, bitch."
Oh, I don't know.
It's like when the two kids are in class and they're just kind of fucking around, and then the teacher comes by and they're just like,
I was watching Die Hard today, the fourth one, and he was fighting this kung fu bitch at, near the end, and he's getting his ass beat because like she's kung fu, right? And then he's like on the floor and stuff. He's like, "Man, I'm tired of this kung fu shit." And so he just grabs her and throws it into shit.
I need to watch those
He
movies.
just uses his muscle and shit, this brute muscle, just to throw.
Is that the
her.
one where he teams up with his son?
No, or it's not really his. That's the fifth one.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's the one I watched, and I watched the one with Samuel L. Jackson.
The fourth one's with that dude who looks like Anthony Kiedis to me. He's that actor. It's the hacker one. That one's sick.
"Oh, Justin Long."
Yeah, Justin Long.
Yeah, you're talking about Die Hard, right?
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
I seen that one too.
Yeah, the fourth one.
The only one I haven't seen is the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's like the best one.
That's when you died hard first.
You know why you haven't seen it? You haven't seen it because it's not Christmas right now.
Oh, yeah, that's
You're
why.
right. You're right.
It's a Christmas movie.
I have 11 months to go before
Yeah,
I
because
can
the
watch
Samuel
it.
Jackson one is the second one. That one's
Yeah.
the second too.
That one's like my favorite. the
That
second
one has a pretty good jokes because the villain tries to be comical and shit.
Yeah.
And then the whole time.
I like his girlfriend. She has the Crombie and she just slices fools up and while dancing. But yeah, Peter comes back at the end. He activates kill mode, kills a couple of aliens. A lot of people killed aliens. Falcon fucking stabs the gorilla one.
Yeah.
And then even Thanos, rain fire. But sir, our troops, rain fire. It was pretty cool.
But sir, I could just go over there and save you. No.
The fact that the new gauntlet is nanotech Stark
Oh
tech,
yeah.
and the fact that
The 3000 high Q play.
Iron Man tries to grab it, and Thanos hits him off, and then snaps his fingers, but then there's nothing there, and then Iron Man has them, and he goes, I am inevitable, and Tony goes, I am Iron Man. That shit was fucking
They
cool.
reshot that scene so many times.
They did.
They didn't know what to say.
Yeah,
Is that why he had like a long ass pause, like if he was thinking about it?
yeah, I know.
It kind of like goes with it because it's kind of like, fuck, what do I see in this moment, you know?
He's tired. No?
Yeah, it's kind of like
he just
fuck.
saw Thanos.
It's like I'm about to win right now. Like, what do I really say? Like I felt that, you know?
Yeah.
I felt that shit.
I didn't notice the pause until we watched it together. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a long pause right there. But dude, like, he dusted everyone. He dusted all the bad guys, which means not only did he save his reality, but he saved that 2014 reality too.
Yeah.
And then, man, when I like how he gets his like, he gets to hug Peter when he's back,
I mean,
right?
it depends because technically in that 2014
They're all gone.
timeline, everyone's gonna be overpopulated because of the Eternals, and then it's gonna be motherfuckers gonna come right out. Yeah.
Shit.
So Arthur's dead.
Uh,
Anyway.
So, man, well, they hug each other, and then Peter's like, whoa, this is nice. And then, but at the end, when Peter's saying goodbye, and then when Pepper tells him, you can rest now, you really feel for Tony, man, because he's been through some shit.
Yeah.
When he got mind controlled when he fucking put the missile into space and falls back out, that really had a bad, PTSD for him. And then when he fucking got mind controlled by Wanda,
Yeah.
and saw those fucking visions and shit,
Broken shield and shit.
and and fucking made the whole Ultron thing, and I feel like,
I hate it when he mentioned the Ultron shit.
That was his fault.
Yeah, because he's like, remember when I told you I want suits around the world?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, and you did it. And then look what happened.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Tony.
Man, this fool's almost dying out in space, bro.
I told you
it's pretty sad.
if we lose, we'll lose together, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
That's what I told you.
Dude, he tells him that. You can feel it. You know what's funny? It's that Cap, high key, doesn't even mind that, the whole dusted thing. Like, of course, it weighs on him a little bit.
It's because he goes with the punches. He could do this all day.
You're right. But you know when he talks to fucking I just find it funny how he's the one talking to the group of people who are affected.
Four people.
Yeah.
It's because they won like they won like a sweepstakes. It's like, talk to Captain America.
But he does do fucking videos for high schools and shit. So who knows? Maybe.
Those were old.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they weren't that old, huh?
They're old, but I mean he still did it.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make. It's not too far fetched to think that he would run a little group like that. And also one of the people, the guy talking is also one of the directors.
No way.
He went on a gay date in that story.
Joe Russo?
Yeah, something like that. The Russo brothers are fucking amazing, bro. Like, they just make epic ass hero movies.
So are you saying that one of those kids that Hawkeye has is also a Russo?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's Anthony Russo's kid.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Anthony DeRusso
Mm-hmm.
from Karate Kid.
No, from I don't even remember if that's their name.
I just watched a movie yesterday
I was
that
gonna
had
say
Ralph
Wizards.
Macchio and
Thanks.
Marissa Tomei. It's called My Cousin Vinny.
Oh,
It's
really?
really great.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Hey,
Yeah.
hold on. I think the fucking cousin name was Vinny in the show. That's funny. I actually think the cousin's name is
Well, I
Vinny in
mean,
the show.
That's probably a.
They're
It's probably
just
a nod.
Italian. It's just a coincidence.
Nah, I'm gonna go with Ivan. I'm gonna go with Ivan's thing.
Yeah, that was a great movie. But yeah, we're not talking about that right
yeah,
now.
Marissa Tomei wins
Dude,
everybody.
yeah, she does.
Yeah,
She's fucking awesome.
OP.
She really is. But anyways,
The tire tracks.
the tire tracks. Oh, my father was a mechanic. My mother was a mechanic. My mother's father was a mechanic. My two brothers are mechanics. I get it. You're from a family of mechanics, but are you a mechanic? I was a mechanic for 6 years. But yeah, so it's pretty sad. The funeral at the end, and you see like everybody's there, even the fucking kid from Iron Man 3, the one that, which is really funny too, when he tells him, so what? Yeah, you get we all lose fathers or some shit like that. No reason to be a crybaby about it or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't remember Iron Man 3, so
It's pretty good. Yeah, that kid's there, and it's crazy because he's not gonna be. You would think if anyone was gonna like be Iron Man Jr. and you know, obviously in Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man Far From Home, Peter doesn't want to be Tony Jr., right? You think this kid would be Tony Jr., but he's not. Apparently, it's still gonna be Ironheart. Riri Williams. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna appear in that show.
I hope he
kinda
does.
has to.
I hope he has a suit too. I hope he's something. You know, I hope he's not just a guy in a suit.
Maybe he helps her create the suit.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
Maybe they could sacrifice him too, like Tony's guy. Remember when in the first Iron Man movie, the guy who helps him build the suit too?
Yeah, they just kill him right off.
Yeah,
And
kill him
then
right off.
He
I'd be sad
he looks
about
right
it.
at her and he's like, "Dads die all the time." And
Fuck.
she's like, "You think you're my dad?" And he's
Damn, it sucks because I like that, man. I like that character, and I wish he was the one donning the Iron Man suit. No, but who cares? Far From Home, I didn't. It was whatever's the first time. This viewing, I liked it a lot more because I guess I knew what I was getting into now, and it's really funny, and that's like a good thing about it. And I like how when Peter's fighting Hydro Man, well, it's technically Hydro Man, technically not Hydro Man, and then Mysterio's all fighting him and shit, and then Peter's like, "Oh, I can help. I'm really strong and I'm sticky." That shit's hilarious. I like Tom Holland's Peter a lot. I think he's pretty cool. I was wondering when I was watching the movie, how did he fucking afford that necklace? But then I watched the special features, like the deleted scenes and shit. He has a tub of like He-Man toys, and those are pretty popular. I'm actually buying them right now too. Not the OGs, but like the new ones they're releasing. And he sells them, and then the guy he's selling them to goes, he's like, "You're selling your toy collection?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "It's for a girl." He's like, "I hope she's worth it." But in the box, there's actually a Lombot, and he actually takes it out. He's like, I want to keep this one. For some reason, I don't know what the meaning behind that is, but Tom Holland Spider-Man likes Lombot for some reason. And then I think it's really cool how like there's like this little rivalry between his best friend and Zendaya. And then like how Zendaya was like 67% sure of whether or not he was Peter. And the Night Monkey thing kind of got old to me the first time I watched it, but this time it was, I don't know, I didn't mind it as much. The thing that does get boring or get like tired is the whole the Peter tingle.
Yeah,
I get tired of that joke. And Happy's cool. I like that he's in the mix. See, it's
how does everyone else know about it too? Like,
the problem with No Way Home, deleting everyone's memory from Peter just so we can have a fresh Peter that's not Tony Jr. is troublesome to me because I didn't mind the whole aspect, and now no one knows Happy doesn't know who he is. All these connections, all these bonds he had are gone. And I guess like that's cool and all because now the stakes have been raised. Or
bonds happen.
Yeah,
from one side.
From one side, yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but
it's like a two-way mirror now.
I watched. So Mysterio was cool. You know, he had the fucking suit. Yeah.
It was a cool suit.
It was a cool suit, and then he just ditches it for like the
Iron
motion
Man
cap.
and Thor and shit, yeah.
And then yeah, you're right, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he's kind of off his rocker a little bit, and you see that with his drones. He points him at the dude. It's pretty cool. You can see like how threatening that is and shit. And all in all, it was a decent movie. I didn't mind it too much. And then
the only thing that sucks is like, so Mysterio can't be Mysterio by himself. He has to have people.
Yeah.
Like he has to have people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then so I went to the theaters by myself for the first time and watched No Way Home. That shit was tight. And dude, I was like having a good time the whole movie through. Now I know that the whole fucking Ned Leeds. When I saw because these are scenes I missed, right?
Yeah.
The interrogation scene, how like Zendaya's like, no, I need a lawyer present. You think you need a lawyer? Yeah, I do. Same thing with Marissa Tomei. And then when fucking Ned Leeds, I knew the whole time. I knew before her, you know, and shit like that. And she was.
I was the guy in the chair.
I was the guy in the chair. Yeah, the guy in the chair.
Yeah, the guy in the chair. So you're an accomplice. I need a lawyer.
Yeah. Dude, when they talk to Daredevil and Daredevil catches the brick.
Oh no, can I have that straight for my record or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Dude, the fucking...
Yeah, dude, Daredevil... It's funny because he knows that he's Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone does.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no reason for him to catch it for him.
Oh, I didn't even thought about that.
But he just kind of wanted to prove to him, like... Hey, I'm faster. Like...
The one...
But also, Peter didn't, like, actively try to reach for it. He just had his hand up to catch it.
When everyone finds out who he is and he's like getting chased, that shit was like anxiety as fuck, bro. I was like, shit, this is fuck. But
bro, why would you hold on to him? This boy about to swing like from building to building, and you're gonna hold on to him? There was right when it was sold and they were like leaving, there was a guy that was like holding on to him. And
shit, that's crazy,
down.
man. Yeah, when the jokes are fired, Sucks Lizard doesn't really say much, and he doesn't say anything till like Electro gets captured. And then he's like, "Oh, what happened to your comb over and your glasses and your gap tooth?" Blah blah blah. I like how Sandman teams up with Spider-Man and blocks the attack from Electro. That shit was amazing. I like all the little banter between them too. It's all great. And then it got to the point that Green Goblin's so fucking amazing that like by the time he's like gonna start fucking shit up, I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot we have the other Spider-Man that are about to pop up too." So I was having a great fucking time. And dude, just Green Goblin, just his fight choreography is amazing. Ever since the first one, like he does knees, elbows, punches, uppercuts. Fucking, he does a rider kick in the first Spider-Man movie. That's the Kamen Riders. All the Kamen Riders. That's their final move, is the rider kick where they jump in the air. Green Goblin does the exact same kick. It's fucking tight. And he does in this movie. He does fucking wrestling moves, power bomb, fucking. Spine buster, everything. It's amazing. He has great lines too that I didn't fucking realize. He was saying shit that I wasn't even processing in my brain when I first watched the movie.
That's sense of yours.
Maybe it's because I was a little buzzed or what. But yeah, in this movie, I'm like, oh shit. Like Aunt May kind of just ropes Peter into doing the right thing, kind of. Yeah. And he's doing the right thing. But I like how Harry Osborn tells him, I saw the way she made you fight. She trapped you into fighting her holy moral mission. I was like, oh shit, kind of has a point there. I mean, it's the right thing, but she did kind of fucking force him to do it, yeah. And all in all, yeah, it's a great fucking movie. They redeemed Andrew Garfield, catches Zendaya.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's amazing because that was needed. I like all the little banter between the Spider-Men. I didn't like how Tobey Maguire goes, "You're amazing. You're amazing." He could have just said it once, right?
He said it a few times.
I want to hear him say it.
It became pandering after a second.
Bringing back that double that you like from the
I hate the
Amazing
double.
Spider-Man 2.
He made it into a quadruple, bro. It was annoying. But I like how Andrew goes, "Yeah, I kind of just need to hear it." You know what? One of my favorite parts though is when
This is when we go to the next part.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have more.
Of course, Ivan. With great power comes a longer podcast.
Sorry about the car. Fiat Fool.
We're good.
Cool. Yeah. It's cool all the shit that they say to each other, like the webbing each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, you were talking about the pandering that he was doing with the
Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. Like,
what would you have wanted him to say?
no, I'm glad that he goes, "You're amazing."
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I just kind of need to hear it. If it was just one off like that, but the fact that he keeps telling him that, it's just kind of like, yeah, we get it. I want to see more of you guys. Like,
Well, you're just like, you're amazing. You saved your neighborhood, right?
yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And he's like, you do this, right? Yeah.
It's kind of funny
You're
because
fucking Spider-Man. People
Well,
look up to you.
I think he mentions it, but I like how Toby talks about losing Uncle Ben, and Andrew Garfield talks about losing his girlfriend, and then he's like, "Oh, my Uncle Ben said that too," you know. But it's like Uncle Ben's death didn't really weigh too much on Andrew Garfield's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could be a meme. I lost my Uncle Ben. I lost, what was it? Mike Gwen? Or what did he say?
Mike
My
Gwen,
MJ?
which is your MJ. Right, my MJ.
Yeah, and then it's like the ghost of Uncle Ben looking at him like,
I know I died. He's like, well, he died like a dumbass, so my bad.
that's why. Well, he died like a dumbass. He's not my dad.
I like how Tom Holland doesn't want anything to do with him anymore. He just wants to push the button. But, you know, they help him. And
Can we talk about real quick too? They had a plan when they left the thing, unless they were just saying it because they were in front of them. But they said, "Oh, just click the button. They all return or whatever."
yeah.
Zendaya was like gone. Why didn't she just click the button?
She says, I'm gonna click it. And then,
And then she's like in a house like far away.
and she doesn't know whether or not to do it. Because Peter tells her, don't do it unless I call you and tell you, you know?
All right.
And she says, if I don't hear from you, I'll do it though. And she threatens them. I like how one of them was like, I forget who it was, but one of them was like, oh, I believe you. You mean business. Some shit like that. It was funny.
And then, so with that in mind, why did nobody click this button to send them to the before they were captured? Like, why did they have to be there first?
Oh.
Doctor Strange didn't do anything to the thing yet.
Mm-hmm.
He literally just had it,
In the
and he's
box?
like, "Don't."
Yeah.
And then they had the whole fiasco, and then they all left.
I see what you're saying. So they didn't even have to capture him.
They didn't have to capture.
Damn, it's a plot hole.
It's a plot hole.
Fuck.
The plot hole that I didn't see fixed because there was like this YouTube video that I was watching trying to fix these plot holes type things, and that was one of them. And he's like, "Well, it's because they had to be in close proximity to the blood." And it's like, no, they didn't, because she could have done it from far away.
Or
unless
maybe
they
she didn't know
about it.
Yeah, she didn't know
unless
that.
they didn't know about it, and she clicked it, and they would have been like, "Well, no."
Huh.
You know?
What a no. What a no. I can't let you get close.
What accent's that?
Brazilian.
Why? Who's Brazilian?
No one. It's just because there's this UFC scene, or like an Ultimate Fighter with this Brazilian fighter named Vanderlei Silva. He's like, they're coaches, and he's getting pissed off at all the shit talk that Chael Sonnen's saying. So at one point he's like, "What a no? What a no? What a no?" And he gets up in Chael Sonnen's face, and Chael Sonnen pushes him and goes, "I can't let you get close." And like it's like a famous UFC meme / line.
What? I can't let you get close.
Yeah, I can't let you get close.
That sounds like a advancing guard like quote.
Yeah, advancing guard.
Can't let you get close.
I can't let you get close.
Can't let you get close.
That's amazing.
They put Cyclops in the UFC.
I saw that
Okay,
shit.
let's talk about that. Spider-Man.
This shit looks amazing though.
He doesn't have shoulders.
No shoulders?
Yeah.
Did you watch Max videos on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Then all those mods are crazy, bro. No.
Yeah, anyways, yeah. So I like how they do the meme when they're all they're all in the fucking laboratory, and he's like, "Oh, Peter. Oh, we're all Peter. Yeah. Oh,
that
Peter
one?
Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all Peter Parker." Man, I like when Ned pulls up to Toby and he's like, "So did you have a best friend too?" And he's like, "Yeah, he died in my arms right after he tried to kill me. It was really sad." Like,
Yeah.
man, it's a little inaccurate because he teamed up with
Yeah,
them.
he teamed up with him before
Yeah.
he tried to kill him.
But I still love it. And then I like how these are things that I didn't notice the first time watching it, but I definitely noticed the second time. Tom Holland still is like, I don't give a fuck. He's like in the zone. He's like serious as fuck.
Yeah.
And Ned's like, just letting you know that I'll never betray you and try to kill you. And Tom's just like,
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like, I didn't notice that the first time, you know?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, for whatever reason, I was like, whatever. But now, this time I saw how serious...
I mean, it's kind of suspicious, too. Like,
Yeah. Because then he tries...
Why would you say that?
He tried... Yeah, also, yeah. And then also he tries to kill Green Goblin later. And then Toby gets in the way. And then he still tries to stab through Toby. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
First time?
You're in a lot of pain right now, huh? Yeah. No, but I like how...
It's not my first time getting stabbed.
Dude, I like how Andrew Garfield cracks Tobey Maguire's back.
Does he get stabbed by Doc Ock?
Who?
Toby. Does he?
I can't remember.
Doc Ock did have the stabbers.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's like we gotta rewatch him again.
All the fight scenes? Just the fight scenes?
Just the fight scene.
Man, I like how they start talking about what kind of bad guys they fought. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I like how when they're getting fucked up, so then they regroup, and then they're like, well, I've been a part of a team. I've been a part of the Avengers. Oh, the Avengers, that's great. What's the Avengers?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys don't have Avengers? You know, that stuff is great. And I like how, I really love how when they're about to dip out and go fight again, I like how Andrew Garfield's the one that brings it back and he goes, hey, I just want to say, I love you guys. And then they go, yeah, okay, that's cool, or some shit. Like, both Tom and both Toby, they both fucking like react the same. They say the same thing. They don't say I love you back, which I think is still great, you know? Because it's just, Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man 1 was a great movie, and it's great to see him again and redeem himself, and it's great seeing him, like, be the most caring, like, the most, what do you call it, in his feels of the three Spider-Men. Because I guess he's the one that lost more than them two. He lost his girlfriend and Uncle Ben. But yeah.
Insanity.
And insanity, yeah. He stopped pulling his punches, started killing people. Man, dude, it's just like...
Real quick, there's a theory about that as well. The Mobius trailer showed the murderer thing with the Spider-Man on it. They're thinking that since the Oscorp building is, as well, it shows the Oscorp
Spider-Man,
building
I saw that.
from
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2. I mean, from the Amazing Spider-Man
Yeah.
universe. That's the same Oscorp, like the same logo and everything, building and everything. So... the only thing that's kind of like irking me is like the Spider-Man that's like there with the murderer sign is literally the Tobey Spider-Man, but whatever.
And the Vulture too.
And the Vulture's there, so Adrian Graves. So I don't know. It's just a really fucking weird looking movie.
And he says, Mobius
You know?
even says,
Mobius says, yeah,
I'm Venom. Nah,
nah,
I'm just kidding.
So like, if anything, this probably is gonna be like the aftermath of a fucking like a multiverse fucking like fucking up, you know?
I guess so.
But. Whatever. I don't know. I don't think a lot of people are going to care about it either way.
I'm gonna watch that shit.
I'm going to watch it, but...
Yeah. I like Jared
not.
Leto. Yeah, I just like the fact that Andrew Garfield tells him he loves him. And it's funny because they don't know what to say to him. And they don't say I love you back, which is understandable.
I met you for a day, man.
Yeah, it's just sweet.
Our whole life.
They're all the same people, you know?
They're
It's cool. It kind of reminds me of Ed and Eddie in a little sense. Because to me, I know they're friends, but I feel like they're kind of brothers.
He's like, come here. I love you guys. You're going to give me a hernia. Toby.
Every time, yeah. Every time. That was funny. Every time Eddie picks up Ed, you're going to give me a hernia. It's fucking great. Yeah. It was just great seeing them together, man. All three Spider-Man. And like I said earlier, when they jump out right after that scene, they jump out. Yeah. Woo! It's fucking great. What do you guys think of all these Spider-Man movies? Which one's your favorite? Which one's your least favorite?
Garbage. Spider-Man is a terribly written character. No one wants a normal human being basically as a superhero. Then they're not super.
That's what's so beautiful about it.
Why do I want to relate when I could just be Superman and not have any problems?
Duh.
It's because you're assing super, that's why.
Well, Young Justice Superman has problems, that's for sure.
Well, you can't even fly, huh? Can you fly?
Yeah, he can.
Oh, you can?
Oh, you need to watch Young Justice, bro.
Bro, man. You sound like a fucking pleb.
What's a pleb?
I don't fucking know. Dude. That's what people say.
What's your favorite Spider-Man movie, Angel?
My favorite Spider-Man movie?
Yeah.
No Way Home, though.
Yeah?
It's hard to say because like Toby's in it and everything, but like
it's the third movie. I like third movies. Between his trilogy, his third, he's finally not nerfed anymore. He's actually really strong, and a lot of good shit happens.
Yeah, he does fight Doctor Strange. Cool fight.
Dude, that Doctor Strange fight was amazing. I loved it.
I even think the second one's my favorite.
Dr. Octavius?
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite.
Mm-hmm. That's the most valid pick.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, dude. No one's gonna pick it, so I will.
Fucking Gallo.
I'll be the .000.
What's your honest Spider-Man favorite Spider-Man movie?
You just said it.
Are you sure?
No takesy backsies. It'll be the rest of fucking life that you're gonna be loving the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Which Gwen
Locked
Stacy?
in.
Which Gwen Stacy do you like more, Spider-Man 3 or Amazing Spider-Man 2?
You know what my favorite Spider-Man movie is?
What?
And the one I've seen the most of. Spider-Verse.
The cartoon?
The cartoon.
I actually didn't watch that for this watch through,
It's part of it, man.
That's
It's part of it.
The
crazy.
first thing that talks about like the multiverse and shit, man.
but I didn't watch it. I watched it like 2 or 3 times when it came out.
Fucking Spider-Ham, fucking classic.
Is that your favorite Spider-Man movie?
Huh?
Spider-Verse, if we're including that one?
But including that one, that's the second.
Oh, okay.
Like, no, not even second. That's like 5.
5?
Yeah.
Out of the top 5 Spider-Man movies, there's like barely... What are you talking about?
Well, because everyone did what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, and then...
It's
and
9 movies.
Yeah.
My first favorite is Spider-Man 3. Like, I think the relationship problems are real. And
I think it's kind of harder for me to watch just because it's been mean to hell. The same reason why
Spider-Man
it's
3?
harder. Yeah, it's the same reason it's harder for me to watch Revenge of the Sith because I'm trying to enjoy it as a movie, but then I see the meme, and I'm like,
how do you feel about No Way Home bringing those memes into fruition, into the movie?
they do it in a subtle way, in a nice, it's a classy, you know.
Yeah.
It's like when you see a shirt with fucking like anime on it, and you're like, ugh. Then you see like a shirt with like a tasty version of the same anime, and you're like, oh, okay.
That's how I feel about people who wear hentai shirts. I'm like, damn, you're disgusting. And then I see one that's tasteful. I'm like, oh, this guy got class.
I got some hentai shirts of fucking the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo.
There was this one website that some fool showed me from Hot Topic. I forget what it's called.
Get Lost Perv, Lewd Complex.
No.
Shibuya.
No, but you
something.
sparked my memory. It was a triple I or it just had 3
Oh,
eyes.
yeah, I Club or some shit.
Yeah, it just had 3 eyes. And that's
More than Ivan's double eye.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It was like
Yeah,
3 or
the
4 eyes, yeah. The
Hey,
website-
someone called me Double Ivan the other, like a few months back, and that shit felt amazing.
Was it me?
No.
You're amazing.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
I
just
just had to hear it, you know?
Because I remember one time calling, someone was like, I even was like, it was like a 2 reference, like, you know, number 2, like this is a number 2 reference, and I was like, double Ivan.
I don't remember that.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm starting to remember it, yeah. I feel like you did say that, yeah. Recently, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes.
that's how that should go.
You know how that should go.
Yeah, I think Spider-Verse is mine. Just because like it's easier like to watch on repeat, which I like to do with like movies with a good soundtrack.
That was a good comedy in that. Many kids that like Spirit.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's very like it's extremely rare for me to rewatch movies.
Yeah.
So when the possibility for it to happen is, I think that'll sneak it into my top 1.
It's pretty rare for me, too. And I'll always go back to those Captain America movies, man. They're great.
Mm-hmm.
I really like those movies. They're
Like,
super entertaining.
Yeah, so that's why like New Game Plus too, like on video games, like I never do them, man. I barely even do fucking finish a game in general. So like in order to replay an entire game, I don't know, man. Unless it's like arcade style, like Resident Evil, like Mercenaries or like
Oh, yeah.
fighting games or something.
Yeah.
Something.
Then you put hours into that shit.
Yeah, you're just fighting. You're just playing a game.
Yeah, dude, I haven't played through the the Resident Evil 5 campaign in like fucking years. Like a decade.
Probably like in my house. Like it was like last time you played. Oh no, I guess you would have to on the other games, huh?
No, the last time I did actually start was 2017, I think. 2017 or 2018. Me and Fabian were doing a playthrough. And we got to the point where you fight that big motherfucker in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
In that city. We got to like around, I think we made it to the first boat sequence where you're fighting the Irving guy.
Yeah.
And then we stopped.
Jill with a death mask comes in and shit.
Yeah. But it was fun. You know, that was the last time I played. The last time I beat it though, it was been a long time.
Hey, why don't we have an OP, or not even just OP, but just a Jill with a fucking the death mask face as a playable character?
What's OP?
Overpowered.
Oh, I thought you meant ogre porn.
Because she's pretty overpowered when she has a death mask on.
Yeah.
The fucking African music.
Yeah, the intro
Yeah.
where she's walking up to the person and infecting them. Man, which makes sense for her fucking death mask because it's a doctor mask from the Black Plague.
And that'll be one of her moves.
well, we have her in battle suit form, but you want her with the cloak and the mask?
Yeah, the cloak and the mask.
Yeah, it's a cool look.
It is a cool look. And it will make all the like scenes more dramatic.
A few episodes back, I talked about how a lot of characters have like.
Oh, wait, are we done with the Spider-Man stuff?
Well, if you guys have any more input on the Spider-Man movies,
all right.
What kind of scenes resonate with you? What do they mean to you?
Let's do a flash run. 1 out of 5. Or should I do 1 out of 10?
My top 3 movies are Spider-Man 3.
1 out of 5 because 1 out of 10, I have to think more.
Yeah, 1 out of 10. No, we're doing this.
Okay.
All right, Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man 1, I give that a 4. If it was 1 out of 5.
1 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
1 out of 5 stars.
Give it like a
4.
I'll say 4.5, dog. That's just started shit. I'm not going 5 because I don't even know what a perfect movie is.
Perfection.
You know?
Perfection is never out there.
I'm doing that. I'm GameSpot. I'm always going to give like a something like right before perfection.
Transporter 1, that was a 5.
Spider-Man 2. 0.5, technically.
Yeah. I'll probably give that one 4.5, 5.
Give it a 4, a solid 4.
Solid 4?
Yeah.
5. I lied. Perfect movie. Anyway, 3.
Are you serious?
It's a great movie, man.
So you're giving it a 5?
I'll give it a 5.
Okay.
3.
Number 3, I give it like
4.5. A strong 4.5, almost 5, near perfection. If that jazz
only
club
because,
scene,
you know, I have a Venom bias with certain aspects, but.
But you also stated before that Venom, you don't like it because it said that he's evil and you think Venom is not evil.
Yeah, but that's the past though. Like
Venom starts off evil.
The more, the more I think about it, it's like it's just whatever. I just it would have been cool for him to be bigger, but then it's kind of like the symbiote can just
make him bigger.
Yeah, so I was like, it's whatever anyway. At that point.
What about the whole evil aspect?
Bro, that Venom is amazing.
I love
the way it moves. Like, it's fucking creepy.
The way it
sounds,
the
way it sounds,
stuff
everything.
and stuff.
It's really good. It's really good. The
actually
suit's
has
good.
that Venom
Suit's
feel.
amazing.
I'm happy we got that suit, not a GIMP suit.
The way it brings his eyebrow up,
5.
I like that. You give it a 5?
Yeah. Unreleased Spider-Man 4. No, I'm just kidding.
No. So the reason why I don't give it a full 5 is because it is one of my favorite.
Angel didn't do it, huh?
No, I did 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that jazz scene was a little bit shorter and better, like, and showing her off and shit, and then him beating up the guards better, then I would have given it a 5, I guess. But it's my all-time favorite Spider-Man movie. I love it.
I gave it a 5 because without that scene, I wouldn't have the fucking JoJo fucking Spider-Man playing the piano.
That's
anyway,
great. I can really appreciate that shit.
Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Oh, definitely a 4 out of 10.
Yeah,
those
I
ones
4
I
to
don't
5.
remember at all. Like the only one I remembered was number 2. That's the only thing I remember about it. I didn't like it, really. Like the Electro stuff.
Well, I mean, just throw the number out there.
Alright, I'm gonna throw number 1 for the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think I'm
just remember it's better than 2.
I think I was gonna do I'll go like a 3.5. I feel like I remember enjoying it a little bit. I think I was mad at the rooftop scenes. Was like, don't have sex with my daughter type thing. But it was a pretty cool movie. Number 2, I gave it like a 1. Yeah,
we're not there yet.
Oh, no.
I gave it a 4. All right, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I give it a 1.
2.
A 0.
No, it has to be 1.
I give it a 1.
Shit, really?
I give it a 1.
I give it a.
I give it a 1.
Half of a 1.
You tricked the system, huh?
Yeah, I did.
All right. What's the next one? Civil War.
Civil War. It's a fucking 5.
I give it a 4.5. That was a cool movie.
It's a 5. No way. No. Homecoming.
Homecoming. 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
I give it just a 3.
3.
It sounds viable. 3.5.
Yeah. All right. What's the other one? No.
Infinity War. Infinity War.
Oh, that shit happens first?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. Because okay. Infinity War. I'll give it a 4.
I give it a 5.
Infinity War, I give it a 4.
I give it a 5 because we get a good amount of Spider-Man in it,
Yeah.
and just what we said before. It's
just
like
the overall action
high
of
octane.
Yeah.
Everything's going down. It's amazing. It's like
because it says 3 hours to fucking fill, and like, there's like 8,000 characters.
10 years of payoff, bro.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The
And the
payoff,
character. One thing I was worried about going into it when it first came out was how well are the Guardians gonna mix with the rest of the Avengers? They mix perfectly. It's fucking great. Even then with Thor, Peter Quill feeling inferior to Thor and shit, and all these jokes, them meeting up and teaming up with Spider-Man and company, it's all great. 5 out of 10. I mean 5 out of 5. Sorry. Just because 10 is usually my
Yeah, you're scaling.
my scaling. Yeah.
When it's like 1 out of 10, I think way too much about movies.
I feel like my shit sounds kind of for with this 1 out of 5 scale. The Sam Raimi films are pretty much giving them all 4 out of 5s. But if it was my 1 out of 10 scale, it would look a lot different.
Yeah, it would look a lot different. Yeah. I understand. Far From Home.
You mean Endgame? Endgame's the next one.
Oh.
4 out of 5.
I mean, he's like barely in it.
Yeah, he's barely in it. He's still in it though. I give it a 4 out of 5 because I do like the movie. There's a lot of shit that doesn't kind of need to be there, but still there. And then also, he's not that. As far as the Spider-Man movie, he's not in it that much, but we do get to see the kill mode and all those payoffs of him and his relationship with Tony.
All right, so Spider-Man wise, I'll give it a 4 out of 10 as well. Movie wise, I don't know, 3.5.
Yeah, I give it 3.
Yeah, definitely
Okay.
3.5. 3.5.
Yeah, I give it. Yeah, viable.
Dude, it had one of my most hypest scenes. Some of the hypest scenes of all time.
Dude,
That's
Thor
when
and shit.
Miss Marvel was in, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
She bogged that movie down.
That's a 2 now.
I'm not helping anybody except for everybody.
I like your
other pieces in the galaxy.
I like your cunt voice. It's pretty cool. Hey, that guy's copying us. What the fuck?
Well, fuck
What a
him.
dickwad.
You think he has a podcast too? Let's beat him
I
up.
don't know. That's why he's stupid.
The stupid podcast. Hey guys, stupid podcast. Any fucking way.
Far From Home.
Far From Home.
3 out of 5.
2.5 out of 5.
2.
Wait, what did I give Homecoming?
I forget. 4? No, you didn't.
No.
You gave it a 3.
3.
You gave it a solid 3.
I gave it a solid 3?
Yeah. I give it a 3.5. Yeah.
Because it is better. Fuck. Yeah, I'll give it a 3.5 then. Far From Home.
Far From Home, I give it a 3.
Yeah.
That's the one with Mysterio?
Yeah.
3.
Okay. No Way Home?
Fuck, dude. 4.5.
I get a 4.
4.5. It's kind of hard though. It's really good.
No, I give it a 5 though.
You give it a 5?
Anything with Toby in it. No, just kidding.
That's a perfect movie.
It's a perfect movie. Anything with Toby Maguire is a perfect movie. No, I do give it a 5 though. It's really cool. And it's really cool that Jake Gyllenhaal was like in the previous one and he was going to be Spider-Man. And now he's dead. And Tobey Maguire's back.
Crazy.
We kill him off right before.
Just like brothers.
Just like brothers.
I've only seen that movie once, and that was like 12 years ago.
I don't remember any lines from it. All I remember is
The
that
bean face?
no, not even just that, but also like when he's like in the overseas in the Middle East and he has to kill the person. they edited it so like he beats the person up with the bat, right? Mm-hmm. And then the next scene he's like, I had to beat an old lady with a stick to get these guys. Oh man. But anyway, yep, that wraps up the Spider-Man portion of this. We're gonna edit this. We're gonna make this into one episode of just a Spider-Man. What would you even call it?
Spider-Verse.
The Spider-Verse.
Oh, Spider-Verse. 5.
The full.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Verse song. Yeah, 5. 4? 4.5.
4.5.
4.5. That's pretty cool.
Spider-Verse. Movie.
Oh, the Spider-Verse
Rating.
movie?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
I haven't ruined the whole movie.
Fuck, that was like a
I actually watched that one
strong,
in theaters too.
strong 4.5, man.
Strong
movie.
4.5. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Peter Porker had me going.
Yeah.
That was hype.
Boy, always talking about Peter Porker.
I know.
I ain't good to that movie, man.
Like, anytime you talk about Spider-Verse, it's just
every time you
Peter
brought
Porker's
out
in it for like 5 minutes.
you brought out that
I know.
knowledge.
And Peter Porker's barely in the movie.
I like Peter B. Parker and I like Spider-Man
good.
Noir.
Spider-Man Noir is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Peter B. Parker is like really fucking cool. I love him.
That's the one
Penny
that's
Parker's
out of
too.
weight and shit.
Yeah.
Like, fucking
Eating
his
pizza
life
and
goes
burgers
down.
and shit. Yeah. It's just
They're all
sad.
good. They're all good characters.
Yeah.
And it's
Except
sad.
for
The
the-
Prowler scene's really sad.
The mech suit Spider-Man.
Peter, Penny B. Parker.
She's whatever's.
Or Penny Parker, I think it's just.
Yeah,
No,
but
I like her too. What do you mean? The whole scene where she's like making the thing, she's like done.
The Prowler dying was definitely sad.
Yeah. And people are like, "Man, that's criminal and everything." But look what Spider-Man's doing, and it's like Miles Morales is like creasing the Jordans. You're like, now that's criminal. But come on, dude, fucking just, oh damn, Miles.
I pre-creased
Get
my
out of here.
Jordans.
There's an Aaron Davis. Well, his name's Aaron Davis, right? And
Yeah,
there's
the Prowler.
He's in he has.
A scene in Homecoming. Or is
Yeah,
that
he
not
does
what
have a
you're
scene in Homecoming, but he also becomes Iron Spider-Man, and the suit's black. It looks pretty tight. They have a toy of it too. I don't know. It's in the comics.
Interesting.
Yeah. What I was gonna do was I was gonna buy because I have the original red release of that figure. I was gonna buy the black one, and pretend that Black Spider from Young Justice is using the suit, right? But then I found out that it was actually Aaron Davis, and I was like, oh well, that's pretty cool. So I guess I won't do that idea. But I really want a Black Spider toy because he's fucking cool.
I want to get that the Inside Out costume for the fact that you can make it into the Punisher outfit, the Spider Punisher.
I didn't know that.
Because he has like the gauntlets, so you can make it into guns. The Spider Punisher What If story is like literally just Spider-Man story.
Is it a part of the Disney What If?
But no, it's just a comic, like a little bit, like a little comic run.
Is it Peter Parker still, or is it Frank Castle?
It's literally just Peter Parker, the story of Peter Parker, but he got bit by a skull spider instead. So when everything's normal, like everything's like comic accurate to the point that he goes to the criminal, and the criminal like is gonna shoot him, but then Peter takes the gun and he shoots him. And then there's like this reporter, is Ned. Ned's the reporter, and he like sees like what's happening, and then Peter saves him, and while he's saving him, he like does this, and he has like the gun like this, so Ned gets a shot by accident, but he gets like a picture of a really cool looking picture of Spider-Man like shooting at the camera with his gun up.
That sounds tight.
In a Punisher outfit. And
he was actually wearing the Punisher outfit already?
Yeah, because he was already on TV at this point. He was doing the wrestling, and then he made a better outfit because they were like, "Oh, we're gonna be on TV. Get something that's not fucking raggedy
and that's not trash."
Yeah, and he's like, "Damn it!" And he like puts away his Fantastic Four and Bagman head. And then after that, it's literally just the same Spider-Man story, but he has gun. So all the villains and stuff, like killed off except for Green Goblin, but we'll get to that. He gets to that at the end of the story. Basically, he's like, all he has to do is double shot. But yeah, so basically, he's just Spider-Man with gun.
So he's overpowered.
Yeah, because not only is he able to
not hold back,
like he just kind of gets rid of the villains, but he also like just has a normal life now. Because there's no villains, so he goes to school, he has his relationships, like...
What the fuck? That's a fucking trip, dude.
He doesn't have to keep going out and fighting crime because he kills the crime.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
So then, I forgot what happens, but some shit happens where he gets beat up or whatever, or something, and he just kind of throws away the suit, and he goes back to living his life. And then right before that happens, there's like this news thing about that like crime family got released or some shit.
Falcone?
Yeah, the Falcones.
No, it's Batman.
I don't know, man. The Batman's Falcons.
No, it's Falcone.
No, it's the Falcons. I was watching Gotham.
Oh, well, they probably changed the name because the Gotham sucks.
I don't know, man. Anyway. They, So he throws away the suit. Frank Castle's family gets murdered the same way. Frank Castle gets fucked up and he falls over and hits trash cans and he sees the Punisher suit, and that's how the story ends.
Is this the new Punisher?
No, that's just a what if story. No,
okay.
That's gonna be canon.
Because I heard that they're changing the Punisher. He's not a Marine no more. They're gonna change his logo and shit. It's kind of dumb.
I mean, the Punisher's always just gonna be the Punisher. No one cried when he became Cosmic Punisher for fucking no reason.
Cosmic Ghost Rider?
Cosmic Ghost Rider, I mean. Who's a Punisher?
He looks fucking cool.
That's the thing, though. Like, he looks cool, but, like, Frank Castle with the Spirit of Vengeance and, like, the Cosmic blah, blah, blah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, dude.
It's better.
Which is also, like, the best thing to fucking put in, like, a Marvel vs. Capcom game, but I digress.
Definitely.
You think he would be a ninja, though?
Why?
Because was he the leader of the Hand?
The Punisher?
Yeah, he's the leader of the Hand.
When?
Well, I was talking about.
No, that was Daredevil.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Daredevil. We're talking about Daredevil.
Yeah,
Angel,
the
what
other
are
day.
you doing this podcast? This
Talking
whole ass time.
Yeah, you were saying how you don't like when Daredevil's the leader of the Hand.
Oh my bad. We're talking about Finn Council, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Finn Council. The new Finn Council is the leader of the Hand.
Is he?
Yeah, that's how he gets the swords and stuff. It's like a demonic sword or some shit.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we're ending this portion of the podcast.
Adios.
Later, guys.
Thanks for sticking with us. We're recording this shit for like 4 hours.
God, this is so fucking.
We started
long.
at 5.
Oh my god, Wendy's gonna kill me.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she told me to go home at 9.
Oh shit.
It's what, like almost 10.
Jesus. So, thank you for listening. Don't forget to share this with all your friends.
Like, subscribe.
Thank you for listening to Fool's Podcast, where you can be a fool.
And not fool yourself.
That's right.